True. Probably a spacebar thing.
Oh no, somebody paused.
Joffrey. It says it's February 23rd for me. What day is it actually?
It's February 23rd.
It is Zimmy that's lagging behind. It is Zimmy that's lagging behind.
Oh, that's why, even though it looked like it was moving, it wasn't actually going forward. I see. Thank you.
Because he's catching up, I think.
Got it.
There's a lot of turmoil in my capital.
Tell me about.
What? Oh, he left. Where's the turmoil map?
Okay. His game froze for a second there. That's why we were like paused, unpaused.
Oh,
but it
okay.
saved itself.
Holy shit.
It's interesting that the game is able to handle that. Somebody like basically not responding for a while.
Eric has 94 infamy.
Yeah, can you cut down? I don't think it's not quite there for cut down on size. But if he goes over, you should try and get some people to cut him down. That's the problem with multiplayer. Nobody's gonna do anything about it. Wait a second.
The cut down to size play is just so mean. We're not. This isn't a competitive enough lobby for someone to realistically do that, I imagine. I still haven't built the Mosque of Jen. How much does the Suez Canal actually cost to make? We've got it in the queue at the back. It costs 5,000. Is that the same amount? That's twice as much as Jen. The only problem is that there's a 73% turmoil in Sinai. However, the effects of turmoil are reduced by 95% due to law enforcement and violent suppression. So I somehow actually have decent construction efficiency there.
Oh, Dark's watching on the phone.
What was that? Sorry?
I was like, oh, Dark's watching on the phone? You told him, showed him this country?
Oh, is he?
There's nothing happened yet.
I know he is.
Hmm?
I didn't
Ah,
notice that yet.
I thought you saw the chat.
Let me change that. I was doing his display capture. There we go. What is going on? Nothing much is going on other than the the clown car of Germans playing the clown car of Germans playing the European Union with them. Eric is now moving eastwards into Anatolia, and
Eden pieced out.
Eden pieced out.
He got pieced. He got pieced out.
He pieced out, and he didn't take Palestine.
Huh.
I don't know what he did, but he just left.
Isn't he?
I think he
here
wasn't
and
in the
playing?
war. Like
He was.
sorry. I think he was like doing this war, and the next war they go for Palestine. I think he was just helping.
Was in the war.
He already had a war going on Palestine.
Oh, but but Egypt didn't have a war goal on him, so he got forced pieced out by -100 war support because he,
Because he didn't take the war goal.
Yeah, He didn't have the war god. They didn't have a war god on him, so they could just piece him out by time.
Let's move up to one of the other the MP channels.
Yep.
We're a little far away. Let's go to further
Secret
chats, I guess. Oh, secret VC. Oh. Secret VC. Never forget. Secret
You gonna drag
VC.
your girlfriend in here as well?
That's just the bot.
I know.
Okay. He is in fact aware.
You should have just let it kept called Hendrix, you know?
No, that would be in bad taste.
I don't know what happened there. You don't need to say, but...
I'm reaching the point I think I'd like to get, laissez-faire, but the problem is that, the landowners wouldn't like that. And, yeah, because they're all authoritarian. The absolutist movement would be pressuring against it. Basically impossible for me to get the industrialists in power, jeez.
Ugh. See what the AI did to try and fix my country. They deleted construction sectors.
I'm debating trying to go technocracy. I remember I thought about that before. Oh god, my whole country would love a single party state. I just need political
That's quite far down the tech tree here.
Yeah.
Did you intentionally put it on 11 months, the timer for my decision? Was that a conscious decision, or was it...
I thought I said it's a 360... I said it's a 360 days instead of 364. Whoops.
Okay. Because I thought you were just going to put it on default 2 years. I don't mind 11 months.
That doesn't make any difference, really.
I mean, it's twice as long. Half as long, I guess, but it doesn't matter.
The Canada one is,
2 years. I
thought it was
think.
1 year.
Maybe I was wrong. Ugh, Eric!
The continental system becomes...
If Doug's still here.
What? Oh my god.
Do you think...
British Republic and... Argonauts. No peanut. And... So... What did he do before? So, he renamed it to
power
the
block.
Joint Front.
I don't know why.
Oh, because he's in charge now. Oh. That's not gonna go over well. Holy shit! Why did he?
Dude, Lan, I don't think that's possible. I don't think we know about. Is that a? No, I don't think it's a thing that Victoria 3 even touches.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Oh, they did a power struggle. It's a customs union, and he's got more GDP.
Yeah. I can't believe that Dark was like, yeah, sure, it's gonna happen.
Dark knew that this was gonna happen?
That's what Eric says, yeah. Apparently they talked about it.
Huh. Well, that's certainly a development. Truce with Egypt has ended, so I'm wondering who I'm gonna try and liberate next. What lands am I gonna try and liberate, and what lands am I gonna just conquer? It's a lot of fun to do the liberation and then add to power block thing, though.
What can you even liberate? Is there? I guess there's some Ethiopian tag.
Ton of tiny countries.
Well, I think half of them are like, what do you call them? White
Decentralized.
inline. Yeah, decentralized. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, and literally everyone desync now. Fuck me.
Probably because we let them rejoin without they continuing. Yeah.
Do we need to rehost for this? Yeah, most people desynced.
Not sure.
Regardless.
Well.
I guess we should probably do a rehost.
Yeah, everybody should turn off their games and restart. I'm gonna wipe my save games too.
For future references, we should not let people immediately rejoin.
I'm really sorry, I couldn't stop it. It happened automatically.
Eric took over your power block, Dark, and then the game desynced.
Dark isn't here. Who are you talking to?
He's in
He's in the chat.
Yeah.
But Dark, could you please tell them that we talked about it and you said it's fine? They don't believe me.
The game knows it's wrong.
True, Dark.
It's hard. It's hard not to believe it because you have a lot of GDP. It was kind of just gonna happen, so it's not. It's very obvious looking at it that it's not some case of you having mischievously done something.
Yeah.
No, it was mischievous.
Also-
It was just talked about beforehand.
Yeah. By the way, Dark, you're still our how it called emotional leader.
He's your constitutional monarch.
Something like that. He's just there that we have someone who knows how to nicely smile.
Wait, why is Dark still on my front page then? Shouldn't he be in the back?
We're gonna update the picture. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dark, get the back of the line, please.
Well,
No, to be honest, it was basically last time. He was like, I asked him, hey, is it okay? I mean, when I do it too fast, then I maybe take it over. And he was like, no, fam, give it to me. Show me what you can do. Come on, build up that economy, pump it. It was basically motivating me to do it, so I did it.
Eric, that's basically what happened.
Yeah, and that's why. It's his fault. Blame him for the desync.
In the next update of the mod drop, can you make it so that the established embassy gives like 1 million leverage?
True.
No.
Well, then how am I going to get Iran and Scandinavia back in my power block?
I'm in your
Scandinavia
block
left.
so much now.
Are we
I'm still in, I think. Unless
running
like,
a week or no?
Well, we're hosting, so he's gonna
thought
be
you-
in unless he desyncs.
Yeah, I thought you desync, Macho.
Yeah.
Hey Blair, wanna join the
Decent.
European Union?
I don't know. Last time I checked, I think the Euros did some nasty things to me a couple hundred years ago.
Yeah, but we wanted to invite Macho too.
I don't know.
Blair, you have to understand. You can't be ready for their new world order. It's not going to end up well for anyone involved.
Why do you why do you say this? What the fuck? Just because the German just took over control of Europe and creates a new world order, nothing bad will happen.
You're not German. You're Bohemian, like Czech.
Fair enough.
You should check
you're
your
West Slavic.
privilege.
Aren't you like
You see?
Hungarian?
These people are
I don't.
He is
To be honest, I looked at my culture map and I'm not pretty sure what I am.
Blair, Dark is telling me to tell you that you should eat the bugs and live in the ponds.
Hey, Blair.
Macho,
don't do
it's
it.
time.
You're better than
I just want to say I totally do not support the saying of all our European states, and especially not racist things against Scandinavians. They are fabulous people. They're huge, and we do not discriminate them.
Macho, get the release Italy CB ready.
Oh my god. Is that even something you
Release
can do?
Italy.
Isn't he Italy?
Liberate
I
Italy.
would just like to remind the Danubian state that cut down the size hits at 100.
Don't remind him of it. Just let him go over it and then do it.
And you
Why
release
is
all
it
your
so
Blair's cut down to size more. The Nubian state.
everything you conquered in the last 5 years auto releases, and every rebel state you have will be released.
I don't have rebel states. I don't have such weaknesses.
So I think he's
we're
gonna
gonna
release what he's conquering right now, so that might not be like a problem then.
Nah, relax.
It's
Me and Macho already talked about this, and
No, Eric, more question.
Bohemia knows his plate.
Since
We
you are
can
the
just humiliate him.
European Union, I need to know, what is your stance on Catalonia? Who should own it?
To be honest, in my opinion, it's a Portuguese state, but I'm only a diplomat in this thing. Yeah, and I will not force any country to go into a deal he would not agree to.
But you're the European Union. That's the whole point of your existence.
Exactly.
Dark says
You see, that's the thing.
remain our legion.
Exactly, and I do not want to force them into stuff. If they want to talk about it peacefully, I'm willing to be a negotiator, but I will not force Dark to do
They-
something he doesn't like.
You should handle this the same as in the beginning, where we just click your country and go back into lobby.
Okay, Eric, one more question about disputed territories. What's your opinion on New Österreich?
On New Österreich,
Yeah, what's your opinion on it?
in which way? I mean,
What
it's
should
a
happen
wonderful
to it?
state. Oh, I don't see why anything should happen to it. It's a wonderful
You
state.
see, I'm just looking at that colony of Chocolat, right? And New Österreich, they're the same people. They should unify, shouldn't they, into one greater colony?
They could, but the nice thing with the word could is that it's not happening.
But what if they unified into a greater New Österreich?
That would be an option, but again, I will not run over my own allies to get my own profits higher. That's nothing we do in Bohemia, and
It
that's
would
nothing
let
we
you
do in
stand
Europe.
in Paris again.
I know it's tempting. I have to accept that, but no. Peace is an option. Always.
Well, pieces out of Zafar are also no. Okay.
And I think the great leader of the Dominion of Xantu will also say the same thing, that peace is way better than war.
Yeah.
And that in terms
I'm
of
looking at Xantu's
Magnus-
borders. I'm not exactly convinced.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
the-
the
the-
Ecuadori people have a claim on Costa Rica.
And in terms of great powers, I would say when the cake is talking, Magnus, right? When the cakes are talking, then the little things should shut the fuck up.
What little things? Sorry, what are you trying to say? What do you mean? I don't understand.
Can you even hear me from the hole of depth you are in? I mean, it's a long way up.
What do you mean? My AI fixed my country, basically.
Yeah, by deleting under construction.
Only 3. I'm rebuilding them promptly.
Only 3 of 5 of them.
Dude,
No, I have 15.
You're gonna this is how this is gonna work. You're gonna go bankrupt, and my companies are gonna buy up your entire country. Then you're gonna go communist and nationalize it all, and then we're gonna have a huge war.
No, I will go off laissez-faire at some point. I will just nationalize stuff by buying it off your people. You can't do nothing about it, and then it will be fine. That's why I'm not too worried. You're just gonna get like 50 million, and I buy all your shit.
You're gonna buy it off of my people. Yeah, how is that gonna happen?
Yeah, it's just gonna give me some debt. You know what's that debt ever gonna do to me?
Oh.
No, think about it like this. If I get rid of your investment rights at some point because you're no longer my vassal, my liege, then I will nationalize it by just paying you. Then I will go bankrupt again, meaning everything I nationalized will be sold back to my private sector, meaning I have the state that I want, everything owned by my people. And that's a genius play, actually.
Geoffrey, hear me out, okay? Your colony is really talking weird shit. You should get this under control. If you need help, I have people over there that can help you.
He sends over the grand total of 7 battalions of New Ostrike.
But they are Chocolani people. They know how to fight.
They've done nothing.
People
but
in the
fighting.
colonies. Exactly. And think about it. The way
7 million people in Chocolat.
Yeah, and think about it, okay? The Bohemians know the way to South America, and you know that.
Yeah, they spent God knows how many years trying to find it. Oh, alright, everyone's here.
I think we are all in again. Do we do the same thing? We don't do anything for a week and then see what happens? Yes?
Just go tell everyone they can go into the game again. Yeah, and why the hell does Darfur have that much literacy? Holy shit.
On the way. I'm on my way. Anyways, it was a really nice talk. Oh wait, we are the only ones in here. Okay, then I stay a little bit to not let you alone.
Yes,
before
please.
I go back. Before I go
we have
back
to keep
my
it
wonderful.
running without them, and then just let them join in a bit.
Okay, then it was a wonderful talk, great leader of Santor. I will leave you now to talk to the European Union.
He hasn't left. Killer Roper hasn't left yet.
Can you drag him down here? Maybe him and Nicholas, so that they can hear when we are posted again and stuff.
Nick already did leave, but Killer Roper hasn't.
Okay. I can send him a message.
Hello.
Hello.
When can I rejoin?
We're still waiting on Killer Roper to leave.
Oh.
I don't know why he hasn't done that. Where is he in the VC? I don't even see him.
Yogurt.
Oh, he left. Okay.
Yeah, I
so-
just sent him a Steam message.
Wait until next Thursday.
Maybe wait until like it's Friday morning so that we know for sure that it's past it. There we go.
Alright, you can join now.
Excellent.
Yeah, as much fun as I have in Victoria 3, I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to being done with this bullshit.
I have to say, vanilla is a lot more stable.
Yes.
Or like an actually developed mod.
Yes, shockingly, a mega campaign, total conversion, with all of this random stuff that is not bug fixed, is very unstable.
I think me releasing Brazil did actually increase the stability because there was a bunch of issues with Brazil not existing.
Yes.
So
Next
now
time
they
around,
shall live on
I
that
might
little
have
island.
to spend a bit more time doing bug fixing.
Yeah. Hopefully the converter is a bit more better as well because it already like the games are more similar from EU5 to Victorious 3.
Maybe.
But then we will have these issues in EU5 already because the converter from TK3 is gonna be not as great.
Yeah, I imagine most of the issues though are stemming from just the converter removing things from vanilla. Like there's stuff that would exist in vanilla Vic 3 but doesn't here. So
yes,
stuff that the converter's
like Brazil,
accounting for, like Brazil.
Like Brazil and Turkey is an issue as well.
Probably stuff
I'm
with
talking about the
Iran.
mine easy.
Although Iran exists, so that's not a. They're both back? Yes.
They're both back.
Let's go. Let's see, even if only one of them goes, should be fine. I'm gonna wait until the green bar fills, but I think we're good here. Look like things. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Everybody has been informed. I'm losing 23k again. Joffrey, can you take on my dad?
No, you need to declare goddamn bankruptcy of this point, my guy.
No, I was not making a joke because I did rebuild those construction sectors, which is my problem. My own fault. I need to get more universities. My people need to be smarter. Hmm? Oh.
Other countries. Zimbabwe. Release Zimbabwe.
Primary culture does Malindi have? It looks like it's gonna be like Swedish primary culture or something.
The fact it looks like it's just Sweden, yeah. Let's liberate that. And then return state. Egyptian Zambia. That'll get me on the border there. Oh, why is the game froze? No, no, no. No!
That's fine. He's fine. Just the same thing as we did before.
But it's so...
Wait, it's two people
it
on your
keeps
screen.
happening. It keeps happening.
I don't know why that is the case now. Gonna do the same thing, right? We keep it running and then let them rejoin.
Yeah. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Alright. Where's Nuffy? Where's Nuffy?
Seems like what happened was that Eric gave Montenegro to Ale, which may have caused this issue. Because it was a split state, so he gave like his half of the state to him.
It looks so bad. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever.
He ought to give Bosnia as well.
Yeah, he's got to give Bosnia. This will only continue to make things look nicer. Yeah.
And I think Knuffy is maybe restarting the game. There we go. He's coming. Have you stopped building by chance? No,
I
you
have
haven't.
not stopped building, no.
Because suddenly I'm losing a lot less money.
But the economy's weird, man.
Yes, I don't understand it.
I'm building banana plantations in La Paz, which is not you, but...
Soon. And in before I go bankrupt, one of the other ones becomes high data GDP, researches nationalism, and just federates with me.
I'm gonna be... like, I do not like not knowing which countries I'm gonna release that are like uncolonized and which ones are like actual tags. Because I'll release tags. Like I released Barana but like ages ago, which was just completely surrounded by Egypt, and then they just recolonized it.
Honestly, I think you just conquer more things so that you know, get actual land, like especially the coastline, so that nobody else can go in.
Yeah. For the most part, people are leaving it be, but there's no guarantee that that will remain the case.
And like, infamy doesn't... I guess it matters because you have a lot of subjects, so it does actually matter with the infamy.
And I'm just gonna keep getting more. I'm gonna lose some pretty important ones in the New World when you federate them, but I'm also gonna get some more theoretically once I've released some Egyptian boys.
I was wondering if does Brazil give you extra authority for being a subject of yours?
No, it gives
Or
you
does it not?
extra authority for being a subject of you.
Wait, does it actually work like that? Does it give?
It should.
Yeah, actually, I'm getting 10 authority from it. Interesting.
Oh, they're in.
Yeah, and pray.
Damn it, you jumped back down before I could finish. Well, that's a huge pain. That makes a truce for... That makes a truce for 4 years. And Harar's not even a centralized nation.
At least there's nobody playing an AI that really colonizes. Wait a second. Oh, no, I don't have it. I was like, wait a second. Maybe I can colonize it.
No, the thing is that it's still a claim of... I know it's not a claim of Egypt. Oh, but I have a truce with Harar. This is so weird. I'm still not pleased with this situation, but...
I can... beat it.
How about you start a diplomatic play against them and then I join it? Is that how that works? Is that
I
a
have
thing?
a truce as well.
Oh, yeah.
You pull me into every war because you could give me that thing where I don't need to join your wars, and then I can go get truces as well.
That's true.
You can like do a service exemption, but I think it's fine if I join your things, because then if I'm in a war, like I'm not participating, I can still make a difference and help out in some way.
Yeah.
The only time when you want to maybe rethink it is if you're like trying to do something against somebody that has a land border to me but not you, and you don't want them to have a land border. Like if you're thinking Netherlands is wait, Netherlands has a land border to you, so that doesn't even mean better. Why is he? Simi is lagging behind again.
Behind, so I don't know why it's Nuffy that's paused.
Probably because the NVC, and then he was like, "Oh wait, pause." He back? No, he's not back.
Still froze. Did I give one of my companies a colonial charter? I did give one. I gave the Fez Premium Home Goods a colonialism rights in the
that actually
Congo.
That actually works out quite well. They need wood to build their furniture.
Yeah.
So you gave them the Congo Amazonas.
That was the logic behind it. There's a decent chunk of wood in those states.
I think there should be a state modifier as well, giving more wood, no?
Congo rainforest extra hardwood production.
Only hardwood.
Yeah. They're all exporting slaves. Exporting slaves to Jutland and Scania. What?
Yeah, they're slaves. They have slavery.
They don't have their
Warsaw is a slave state. Yeah, Zimi's PC hard crashed, so he's not coming back. Right now, at least. I'm gonna wait for him to like time out. But like all of the German Scandinavia is all like slave states.
In that case, kick Portugal.
I think the European Union does not have enough leverage to immediately get him back in. He might not stay. I think I am capable of mobilizing the Amazonas Legion.
might not be able to get precision tools because Japan's building a ton of tools now.
And I push you out.
So I'm no longer in the top 3 producers of tools.
Are you looking to hot join, Zimmy?
Yeah, in a minute.
Okay.
I just think that Victoria has maybe more problems from time to time with Windows 11.
Yes.
And my game then just freezes. Or not just the game, but my whole PC. And from time to time it recovers, from time to time it just crashes.
I think that's a known issue, right?
Yeah.
It's just something with the drivers or something with Windows that Power can't fix.
Yeah, which we eventually have to wait. That Windows is going to fix. Okay. And you're going to tell me when I can.
You can join anytime.
Okay.
Just make to say it, we can pause and then.
Yeah, I'm going to rejoin now after I said it.
Yep.
Like now, or when?
Yes, now I'm going to rejoin.
Yes. We are paused.
We're paused and wait. Like, are you sending it now, or are you sending it in like a couple
It's
minutes?
Initializing.
Okay, well, well, we're gonna keep going then.
Initializing the game.
He thought that you would already be ready to send the hot join request. And you said it.
Okay, I just give in the code and made
You already
join
know,
via
then?
ID. And now it's initializing the game. It happens only in Victoria 3.
You aren't in the middle of joining the game right now, if that's what you're talking about.
I'm talking about... Oh, yeah, connection to host timed out.
It never sent me
Yeah,
any
okay,
message
whenever-
about you trying to join the game.
Okay.
Are you sure you have the right ID?
Maybe I can...
It's 8-4 in the
Join.
beginning.
Oh, wait a minute. That's the one with the 449.
8-4 in the beginning.
It's the newest
Yeah,
one.
Send
You're-
news.
I
No,
can
it's
send
just
it to you on
the
Steam.
newest one that's in the Mega Chat channel.
Okay.
Wait. Is it 8-4 or is it 4-4? It's 4-4, yeah, I was wrong, it's 4-4. I was
Okay,
wrong, I scrolled up too far.
Yeah,
This is the
I'm
one, yeah.
trying to join via ID now.
Yeah, we're
Now
not
it's
paused, so you
initial.
gotta... Yeah, the point is, you say us when you're doing it so that we can pause and then...
Send it
accept
now.
what
Not
comes in.
find the game you were attempting to join.
Send it now. Send it now.
He rejected you? Because
Yes,
you
I
were not paused
rejected
yet,
you. Now
so
send it now.
Send it again.
Now that we know you're
Yes.
gonna join, I paused it, so now you can send it and you
Okay.
can join, and it'll be all good. Hopefully.
Yeah, I joined now.
The idea is that we are paused when you are asking to join so that there's no issues.
Okay.
You know, I've been trying to go bankrupt, and I've not been successful.
I don't think you're trying very hard then.
No, I'm not like building more construction sectors, but I'm like not pausing construction. I'm just not losing enough money to go bankrupt. I'm growing enough GDP so that I'm not going bankrupt.
He's reached modern economy.
Yeah, although I don't think they're actually like trying. They're like, I don't think there's anybody that's like, I mean, well, like that's like, oh yeah, I guess if we go bankrupt, it's not a big deal.
Okay. No. Yeah. I need to go to the country. Should I press anything?
Just
Or
just
should I
press
wait?
start. Just press start and
Yeah,
run paused and
We'll see where it goes.
we should be fine. Yeah. Should be.
People shouldn't need to click stuff every single day, anyways. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like, this
I'm
game is a lot of just like sitting there and thinking about it.
right now I'm getting trying to get out of debt.
Dead. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I'm going to switch channels and
Yep,
leave
bye-bye.
you guys alone. Bye.
Successful.
Why do I have a positivist movement? Huh. Interesting. The abolitionist movement is becoming very strong. Might need to get rid of debt slavery.
The problem is gonna be, can you? Will there be a civil war? Will we see the Confederated Dominion of Xandor?
The Confederated Dominion of Xandor.
Or more likely, the Free Dominions of Xandor.
Dear God. Not the Free Dominions of Xandor. Oh.
Although I'm not sure if they would keep the of Xandor Dominic if it's like Free Dominions.
I don't know.
I guess it depends on how it would work. Maybe there's a Xantori noble that is like, anti-slavery and just is trying to coup and take over the country, press his claim on the throne. Using that movement.
I can't remember what... There was a name that was, came up for the Arabic name of the basin that the people who live in Xantor originally came from. I don't remember what it's called. That's what I would call the heritage group. But I don't remember what it's called.
I don't think I was there at that point.
It was also a pretty niche conversation.
Yeah.
I need to draw some. I need to draw some migrants from my country to Sinai so that I can start converting people to my religion. Otherwise, they're gonna stay Kemetic.
I was like, why the fuck? Why do I have Sudanese construction in my country? But you gave them investment rights on yourself, so that's why they could build in my country. I don't think they have ever done it.
They're doing it in my country.
Yeah, but I assume they're doing it in your country, not in mine.
This is something I should be doing more of, honestly. Getting migration of Xantori pops to various parts of my country so I can start actually, like, religiously, and doing a little bit of cultural conversion of the pops so that I can get the acceptance up.
Yeah. This is okay, this is not sorted by. I was gonna say the second most accepted culture in my land is Andalusian for some reason. I guess that's because they're Arab-speaking Middle Eastern heritage. They're actually quite close to us. You like get an abolitionist. This doesn't make sense. I don't have chivalry. Wait.
Why is this not employing up? It's starting to employ up more, okay. What about our lake? Dude, I don't, like, why do you keep asking me to look at different countries? What about them, Eric? What about them? $8 million what?
have to talk to Eden. The leader of my intelligentsia is a historical Argentinian politician that is now in this game as a Fiery Catholic. But he didn't know him.
I'm not having a good time. For some reason, my tooling workshops keep firing people. Holy shit, everyone's leaving.
It's because steel is and coal is super expensive, so it's not profitable-ish to make them. You could subsidize it if you want to fill it to beat them. If you want to beat the Japanese.
Steel and coal is super expensive. Okay.
It is, but that's if you need to do it for the precision tools, that's what you gotta do.
How do you figure that out, by the way? How did you figure out that that's the reason?
What?
How did you figure that that's
Oh,
the
when
reason?
I looked at your stream, I just saw that the tournament, like the stuff is the things they are buying, super expensive. I assume on the market we don't have such a high of demand. Yeah, we are also, what is this? The local. We don't have such a high demand, so especially local demand. Mappy is probably not that bad, not that good yet. So it's just not that profitable to like super fill it up. So it's trying to automatically not be like full employed and produce super cheap tools. Like it's trying to balance. It's the market regulating itself. So if you want them to not be, like if you want it to max out, you just gotta subsidize it. And then once you have precision tools, you just take off the way the subsidies and it will balance out again. But look, right now everything is expensive. Even like steel, wood, coal.
I don't think
Eventually
that's
going to leave profitability.
I don't think
Also,
I'm ever going to be able to catch up to them again.
Have they overtaken you already? When I last looked, it wasn't that
They
bad.
overtook me by like at the beginning of the session, like immediately.
Yeah. No, there was a time when we said it the first time we were paused. I looked at it. You still had more, but they were catching up.
Yeah, but
Obviously.
they
they're
got
trying
they're
to
more
put you out.
tools since the start of the game.
Yes. I think they're trying to get a company as well, so you may have to like talk to them and make a deal that they let them get their company, and then after that they chill for a bit to let you get you the company. Yeah, that's Compass is doing.
I don't see them having a company right now, at least, but which is weird.
Wait.
So the immigrations going on is so weird.
Look, a bit of diplomacy. They were not intentionally trying to push you out. They are getting 1,000 from a trade deal from Danubia for free.
1,000. Oh.
He's sending them a lot of tools, and if you have not noticed yet, a compass got Louisiana for cheap. He took on the debt of England.
Oh.
And got Louisiana for that.
They transferred Louisiana to him. Oh.
Yeah.
Did not expect that. He really should realize that that's just that just means that he's one step closer to his goal.
Yes.
Of taking New England.
And it's like he got Louisiana for like 11 million. Which, if you look at your own debt limit, that's not much.
Hmm.
But yeah, I've told them they're not intentionally trying to push you out. And Missy even said, yeah, I'm getting 1,000 tools from a free deal. I don't need to build any more tools for now.
Very curious.
And I also said if they need tools, they can get it from you. If they want to talk to you about a deal, but I guess they're not too interested on a deal. You want to see it immediately unhiring people.
Yeah. Building up a bunch of steel stuff now. I'm trying to.
Yeah, it would make potential sense if you do it in my country, because then my people can actually buy it potentially.
Oh, then it's not me.
But the problem is I'm still.
Then it's not me.
Oh, you're not doing it.
Producer.
But you don't need steel. You need.
Oh, the steel, yeah.
And I will.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll get a steel company eventually. So I need it in my potential. I'm not saying forcing you or anything, but if I want to make the prestige good steel, I need to be top producer of steel. The problem is I'm like tech is limiting me so hard. I need to get tech spread on shell gun eventually, but it's not happening yet. I need to research it.
Also need some trains.
Yeah, I don't have trains research yet. That's
Well, looks like I'm still gonna need to keep subsidizing them and go into debt to actually keep up the production. Unless I want. Oh.
I think it's worth it. You could also get more subventions on exporting it, which would put you into more debt, but might make the
but
subsidizing
the
a
problem
bit
is
less
the
expensive.
cost of the input goods, is it not?
That as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's like, it's both. It's also the fact that you don't need that many tools. If you click at the tools in our market, we don't have such a high demand. You could also try and find somebody that needs tools and send them tools for free, just so that they're out of the market and makes it a bit more expensive. Like what Eric is doing. He's just giving them for free because that makes his company more profitable. Like you're actually not overproducing, only not that much. And then I think another thing to look at is to make sure that you have enough trade centers to actually trade those steel thingies. Though I don't fully understand that system. I think it needs to be in your capital, but I'm not sure. Like in your trade capital.
They need to be in the place that the goods exist, more or less, I think.
I just remember Compass saying the one thing that you need to build up is the market capital, the trade capital. Which I'm not even sure where the one is for our market.
Yeah.
I don't see it right now.
Oh, it's my capital. Unsurprisingly.
The capital is landlocked.
Yeah, doesn't change the fact that that's where it is. Realistically, Senegal would be a good place to make it long term because I've got the market price impact for it, but
yeah,
it's got tons of turmoil right now. successfully coaxed some Xantori pops to go to Lower Egypt. There we go.
110 of them.
That's all you need. You literally just need any.
Oh, for assimilation, yeah. Why do I have 500,000 Sephians? What? Who are they? Huh? Oh, it's Andalusian. Did Dark ever have any colonies over here?
No.
Because I even have Sephiri Sephians. Maybe this is just a feature of the game that it takes like heretics essentially, takes different culture, like a different faith in a similar group, and
what are you
gives some of
talking
those.
about?
I have Sephiri Sephians in my country.
Zephyri what?
Of Dark's faith. Yes.
I have no idea.
Not too many. Like.
Oh, that's because. So that's because they are. They're Sethian pops. That they're people that moved from Arlay to you.
Yes, and then they assimilated culturally.
Yeah.
Ah, but didn't religiously because I have freedom of conscience.
Yeah, because they're in our religious group.
That makes sense.
New mandate. New mandate. Companies 3.
Yes, my first company. I don't know which one to choose for this. Can't do my steel one yet. What else are you going to choose?
Coffee.
Coffee?
Coffee.
Okay.
Of all things, yes, coffee. I want coffee, but
Yeah, sure.
realistically, I need to save this slot for the Suez Canal Company.
Suez, yeah. That's fair.
Why is Macho paused?
What else do you have? You have the home goods?
Yeah.
So I might do the fabric one then.
So Joffrey,
Yes, what?
look in Japan.
No, what is it? Dude, I'm fucking
What the
sick
heck?
of this.
The Ming implosion?
What happened is, okay, the Iran player said they wanted to release Ming on a tiny island. Everyone told them no. He released it anyway, and because it exists, somehow the game broke and Japan lost half their provinces.
Oh, is that why we're paused?
Yes. Look at, okay, that Ming wasn't intentional. Because Persia somehow released it, it somehow also took all of Japan's provinces. I have no idea why.
Fuck me, man. What do we even do to solve this?
The only thing we can do is revert to an autosave before it happened.
Honestly.
Go to Ming.
Yeah, we saw it. We're talking about it right now.
I literally just explained
What
the
the heck?
situation. I was saying the only way we can deal with it is just go back to before it happened.
No?
Yes.
Please.
What else do you
Somebody
suggest?
said rolling back the stair will start the auto crashing again.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not that bad. It's like we can fix it. It's just like it just only takes like 2 or 3
It's
hot
easier to
joints.
fix crashing than to fix Japan losing half of China.
Unless you
Also,
say,
but-
Unless you say it's fine, Compass. Japan just does a war for it and takes it back.
It's not fine. It wasn't his choice. You didn't get to
Okay,
decide
guys, hear me out. It's the perfect moment for me to go with the dog, so please, I'm be gone for around 10 minutes. You figured it out, I trust you.
Yeah, you have to fix this in some way. Misty just lost after.
Again, it's very simple.
Yeah.
Joffrey, when is the last save you have?
I don't know. I don't know when the last autosave is.
Every month if you have it on default.
Well, when did this happen?
Just
I
now.
paused
That's
it
the
in
last
so-
Like a couple of days ago.
Okay, I haven't. Okay, Joffrey, I have a save from April 1st because my game autosaves every month. Does yours also autosave every month?
I don't
It's on
know.
that game. In the
Game
settings.
settings. Autosave every month. Okay.
Then yeah, 15 days.
Fucking hell. Everybody said no, and they
I don't know
fucking
why.
just
I
pressed
don't know
the
why that happened. Why would that happen? Like that's such a weird bug.
That makes
It's not the
sense.
question of
It's
why it
just
happened. It's the
ridiculous.
question of why he chose to release it when everyone told him not to.
Well, I told him not to for a different reason, but
people were
still.
telling him not to do that, but no one was telling him not to do it because they thought that it was going to cause a random assortment of
Okay,
Chinese
Joffrey.
provinces to split off.
To be fair, Joffrey, it did say it would release 300 provinces.
Okay, it did say that. Yeah. So then that's like.
Yeah, but
Bullshit
still,
away.
why do you do shit like that? I don't want to hold it myself.
Well, in that case, he should have known and should have listened to people.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
A grand state, do not release.
I don't know. I think that it's lore accurate for 120 million people to be in Iranian East Java.
It was a reverse Ming implosion.
True. Somehow Ming has returned.
Well.
Back to the desyncing, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I take a couple minutes to get something to eat?
Well, Eric left to go walk his fucking dog without asking, so why not?
We get to play more than a month this time.
Here, before I do that, let me go quickly put the code in. There we go. My computer's joining.
Oh, you wanna know something funny? If I'm to annex the country that I bought, it will generate me 177 infamy.
Jesus.
But surely nobody cut down to the size you.
Yeah, I mean, people probably have no interests in Mexico or like Louisiana.
Yeah. That's the guy that nationalized the furniture that my company didn't own.
Well, I can't. Okay, if I could, I literally would just do the company stuff, but you can't like.
Yeah, but you can.
Can't. No, you can't. There's
Yes,
not a thing
you
on the building
can.
registry.
Yes,
No.
you can.
Oh, there's
yes,
no.
you can. Listen
I don't
to the
think
guy
so.
that has way too many hours in this game. Yes, you can.
The building registry is a newer thing, though.
Builder registry, nationalize buildings, and then you go to only companies. Uh-huh.
I mean, I didn't. It costs
Yeah, I
like
saw that.
4 million to nationalize all that stuff.
You didn't compensate me though.
I did though. Then where'd the money go?
They went into your investment pool because you bought your own buildings.
You didn't. They're your buildings, or at least,
No,
well, they're owned by your pops. It went into your pops investment.
no, because all the in regional headquarters, everybody mistakes this. Regional headquarters is just an extension of a branch in your country, but they're still employed in your country.
Yeah, but
It's when I get monopoly rights when it's bad.
no, I know, but they get access. They can build using your country's investment pool
Yes,
to
but
then.
my country still contribute to your investment pool.
To a certain
like-
extent. I'm okay. I'll
Don't
like
worry about
I do feel bad. I'll give you Idaho, okay?
Yeah, it just made a straight border at least.
Yeah. And also, I have no idea why, but like Alaska's claimed Nevada. but we can work.
Yeah, I saw that. What the
that,
fuck?
that doesn't make any sense, but we can work something out with that too. Because like,
Don't worry, I just
only for
paid
border
10
stuff.
million for Louisiana, so.
That is, by the way, an insane deal for somebody to make.
Why?
To just give you Louisiana, basically.
For 10 million?
Yeah, even for 10 million.
Oh. 10 million is a lot. Mysterion is paying 2.8% interest on that loan.
It's a lot, but like, New England was going to be able to unify. It, like,
not anymore.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, he even owes me obligation now, so he can't go to war with me.
Oh my god. Like that's why I was just like, why did he do that? Because like, if the U.S. forms, that's low-key a great power. Anyway, we can work out some land deals and stuff.
Yeah.
So I might have like overreacted a little bit because I watched too many YouTube videos on not allowing.
Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna lie, there is a small investment pool loss for you for 5%, that's all.
I know. Well, yeah, okay. I knew you were gaslighting me because I know there is an investment pool loss because I know they are really good for your own investment pools. I don't know if it's 5% though. But it's fine. It's behind us. We'll work something out.
Yeah. If you didn't want it, I could just press off investment rights on the company too.
Yeah, it's fine.
Plus, if you nationalize all of them, the investment pool disappears anyways. You just have to press the companies, and they're always gone. Don't worry, Mysterion has 20 of them in his country already.
Yeah.
Nem also has somebody creeping in.
Okay, Japan is safe. Let's go.
I think also Ming took some land from them too.
Yeah, they cut off Japan a lot.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that was a lot of land he lost.
That's so insane, dude.
Which part did you not want to hold? Was it just a small island?
East Java, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the exact reason was behind it.
It was East Java. He said it was ruining a standard of living, and I told him after, just give it to like Dutch East Indies or Indonesia.
I wonder why they don't have standard of living. They don't have any jobs over there. There's like a rice paddy.
Yeah. It was like the last capital of Ming. So they developed it a lot too, so I'm sure it's overpopulated.
It has like 50k GDP in that Polish state. So, oh no, my people. Oh, okay, guys. Yeah, they're starving. What should I do? No, nothing. Just release it. Just make somebody buy it off you or something.
Yeah. You could just sell it.
Yeah.
Still missing a couple people.
Is Eric here?
Yes.
Or is he actually gone? No, he is actually in here. Okay.
Is Han population? I would just like to add two things. Japan didn't start with a journal entry from base games. I don't know if the honorable restorations thingy works. I think Han Pop is still obsessed with opium.
They are. They definitely are.
Yeah.
Oh, we want to know something really funny?
No.
If you look at the Hindustani pops, they have a obsession with small arms.
Oh, elite. Actually, you know what, Mexico? Maybe because we loaded an earlier autosave, maybe I haven't nationalized yet.
I can walk you through how you nationalize all my villages.
Connection to
Look, I haven't looked, but like, I might have.
Did you drop again, Mister?
Yeah, connection to host timed out.
You're right.
Says he's joining now.
It said you just joined the game.
So now
He
I'm joining
joined.
again.
But I need someone to, Compass. I need you to walk me through how you managed to get Louisiana.
Money.
Well, how much?
10 mil. What? Are you willing to send me Bangladesh or something?
No. Because we were talking about some of the other players, like the Scandinavian players and such, and they're like, bro, how do they do that? If New England annexed the British Louisiana, they would have been way more powerful. So I was just as confused as they were.
Yeah. But they didn't. And now I have a problem. I can't annex them because it costs too much infamy.
Yep, it do be like that.
But I have some other shenanigans I can do.
Which one is the British player again? 1 second, let me look for him.
Rollman, it's a new player. How's your tool company going, Geoffrey?
I've now got less tools than you guys again, because your number of tools keeps going up.
Yeah, I know. Don't you like it? You're a little bit competition there.
No, I don't like it. I want you to fuck off like you said you would.
We never said we would fuck off.
You told me you would.
Yeah, I lied.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
What?
No, I'm gonna fuck off, but I can't do it now because I'm not allowed to press anything.
I don't know, man. This Mexican player seems very suspicious.
I was gonna say, by the way, it
Mcraft,
seems that
if you
Eric
don't be
is
quiet,
here, so
I'm
we
gonna
should be
kick
able
you
to
out of the power block.
start at least the first time.
I'm gonna hit the power block.
I'm gonna make Mysterion drop everything on you, and you can be eaten by Russia for all I care.
Since Eric's here, we should be able to start. He's like going away with the dog, but he managed to join the game and has his country picked, so it should be fine.
Unless he desyncs.
And I think everybody else is here. We have 15 other players, 16 total. Yeah, if he
Obviously
desyncs, then he will need to wait anyways until you can rejoin, so then it's... Geoffrey just kicks him and it's fine.
Oh, already desync.
Yeah, immediately. I sure hope nobody pressed the button. Well,
Oh, Jesus.
fine, it
Hindustan. Oh,
This is to
yeah,
be
Eric.
expected.
Eric.
yeah, but this is to be expected.
God.
Oh, he's here. He left the game.
This is making me so fucking miserable.
This is drawing on power I didn't know I had.
I'm somewhat energetic about this. I don't know. Just don't.
At least when it runs better. Or like decent.
Yeah, it
Like,
runs
Vic
really
do-
Yeah, it's just we just have to keep going without them until like a week past, and then it's fine.
What the fuck is with
Oh.
up with everybody withdrawing
Damn it, Iran.
from treaties?
What happened?
Iran formed the
Iran
power
from the power block, but that's not that's not an issue. You can just delete it.
Yeah.
Alright, everyone can try joining now.
Can everybody stop withdrawing from my ping?
We can join now?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. What the fuck? Everybody dropping investment rights. What the fuck? Where am I supposed to invest? My investment pool is already only 200k.
The AI is withdrawing from it or what? Oh yeah, Russia withdrew from mine one as well.
I think your AI did that.
Or maybe my AI did it. Honestly, I wasn't
My
building
investment
nothing
pool-
anyways.
My investment pool is 200k. Like, guys, come on. My reinvestment, I mean, 200k.
Getting there.
I thought EU4 was the lobby simulator game, but no.
Nah, this is a whole new level.
Yeah, you foolish.
It's taking every ounce of will I didn't know I had to keep this mega campaign going. This is
It's probably just Brazil tax that's desyncing everybody.
Brazil exists. It can't desync everybody. It does exist.
Yeah, that was already fixed.
Luckily, me releasing that, I had tried it in single player, but luckily that didn't release out of my lens and give it to him as well. They only gave him this little island.
It would have been really funny though if it did.
Mind you, it's not the tile that it claims it will release, but it is only one tile.
When it says this will release 300 states, you don't press that button though.
Right. Yeah, you
So
still
by
have,
the way,
you still have
what's
the
my
company.
growth progress?
We don't have investment rights in Russia, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I just want national.
Oh, don't worry. You can nationalize and I can buy off your state for that. After you finish colonizing, because you have weird claims for whatever.
Wait,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah, I can't.
can you nationalize my stuff now, Macho? Or have you already?
Can I what? I haven't nationalized. Do you want me to?
Yes, please. It might actually give me some money.
Oh my god. No, it won't.
Why not?
Just declare bankruptcy, you dumbass.
I can't! I'm trying!
Then stop pitching. If you
You
can't
can
declare
take on the
bankruptcy,
Syrian
don't.
debt.
So true, Joffrey.
He keeps complaining about, I want to declare bankruptcy, but I can't. Well, then don't. It's simple as that.
Joffrey, give me investment rights in you so I can tie up his
No.
buildings, please.
No!
Please. I'm willing to pay 10 million for it.
Where are you getting this 10 million?
Oh, Mysterion has
I
like
don't know.
98 million Mysterion credit limit.
I'm not making,
Wait,
I'm not
what?
making any deals with you goons until you
Oh
stop
no!
making tools
So,
useless on the world
Brit-
market and stopping me from being able to get my precision tools I've been trying to get
Brit-
since.
Not even
I
playing
will
the
not-
game.
Britain and Safarat left the European Union. We had Brexit.
Oh, Brexit means Brexit.
Oh no, my economy's dead.
Finally, I can get my land back.
Oh, I
man.
can't see the line. No, what is the line on Sarfat?
It's at the very bottom of the. Oh my god.
Huh.
Oh, Jesus
It's
Christ.
starting
Think of it as a positive. You're no longer dependent of the other Eurobros. You can be wholly independent now.
We had small arms shortage, man of war shortage, clipper shortage, engine shortage, steel shortage, tools shortage, explosive shortage, ammunition
wonder if you're-
shortage, coal
It's gonna
shortage.
fix itself.
Wood
It's gonna fix itself.
How,
True, the free market is like that.
Yeah, actually, you can build just a couple of trading centers.
We're also running a deficit of minus 11,000.
To play like that?
Already?
Another
No,
desync
that's
again, instantly, yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I can't.
Okay, at least it's less
Oh,
people
yeah.
this time.
It is a
Yeah, it's the same thing as we always have. It's somewhat
No,
consistent. It's just we
This
gotta
didn't
get through
happen
it.
last time. Last time it just worked. We've gotten 5 years into the game. I'm not
are we
playing
probably
like
gonna
this.
get 5 more?
last time we didn't have to
simply
rehost halfway
refuse to
through.
play like this, dude. I can't. I cannot handle if we're going to need to take 10 sessions to finish Victoria 3 because we make 10 years every game.
You stop pressing stupid buttons then.
It's like,
Yeah.
True.
I mean, the 10 years every game. I honestly expected that. But like,
And
I
you
guess
and you are fine with that.
I am in
So,
good spirits right now.
What's the
Yeah,
plan about
he
the?
does-
What's the plan about the whole Brexit and Safa thing now?
Yeah, that's the goddamn problem, is that we can't...
I guess we can just. I mean, we've played 2 sessions. We can just end it here and say whatever. It's fine.
I'm so sick of this. I really, like...
We're just gonna.
It's a fun game. I'm having a lot of fun, and people have put so much effort into this, and I'd hate to not finish a second one, but But this is unplayable. This is ungoddamn playable.
The only thing that could work is if you add like 10 next session, you add like 10,000 leverage generation on the embassies.
The next session, the economy is crumbled in Europe.
I was going to
That's
say
not
something
my
along the
problem.
lines. I was going to say something along the lines of we should not have power blocks that are not in game like realistic.
To be fair,
so that this stuff
to
doesn't
be fair,
happen.
China is not my problem.
I think, Mags, I think that I think this has proven your point for both a logical
Power
and
blocks,
gameplay
like-
reason that the power block should not exist at game start through janky means.
Oh, I mean, we could have them exist, but then the problem is that people are complaining. Oh, I left the power block.
Yes,
I don't wanna...
yes, they should exist, but only if it if it just functions. You know, they should exist, but like, you know, sovereign empires and one, you know, trade unions where they actually function, but not all of Europe being in a single trade union for no apparent reason. Because then this will keep happening, and we can't fix it when people desync. And also we need to do something about goddamn China and India next time, so they don't have 100 million people.
You gotta nerf the pop. You just gotta like reduce the pop by like a factor of 10.
No joke, Blair. I was like, I've been talking with Dark about it, and when we do the next run through, and you know, we'll be in EU5, and so the pops will be carrying over from that. I'm genuinely, if required, I will go through the files and edit all the goddamn arable land to make it work, so that we don't need China to just
Not
have all
arable
the pops in
land
the
with
world.
population factor.
No, because like if you increase the arable land on stuff like the Euros, whatever, like you can just set it to like global pop pools instead of the regions.
That's exactly what I mean. I would make it just.
Which means that
global.
you can distribute like the pop.
I would actively distribute the pops just globally and not worry about regions, and then just edit the arable land across the whole goddamn map accordingly, where required. Because I'm sick of that. I don't want there to be a game next time where everyone's like, I need a little piece of China so I can have my 15 quadrillion Chinese people in this single tile.
I need people
You
working
don't need that
food.
We don't need that much people either.
Also, just
You
I
get,
don't know if
like,
you're aware, just
Sweden,
Dark
that-
is very vocal in chat.
Yes.
You get like Sweden in base game.
Alright, Dark. Is it more worth it to you to have me actively say I am gonna go through the game's code and edit the arable land like this? Or is it worth it to have China and India just be places that everyone actively decides I need to go and grab some of because this has the entire world population? Also, we don't know how the CK3 to EU5 converter is going to work anyway, so we can't make any promises about how it's going to shake out until we actually see how that works.
Who funded lobbying me? Because I'm anti-Safford League.
I got quite a few anti-people leagues. I forget. Anti-Danubian and anti-Arlesian societies.
I got an anti-Japanese association, an anti-Arlesian society, and an anti-Mughal society.
Yeah, you have
Probably do something about
anti-Arlesian, anti-Scandinavian, anti-Iranian, and the Japanese Fellowship, Japanese Russian Fellowship.
Oh, that's cute. I have the Russian Japanese Society.
And if
So have we decided that we are going to end it here now?
Then so be it. If that makes the population in China and India grow big because they'll start with lots of dev in CK3 into EU5, then so be it. But I don't think that the concept of limiting China and India by forcing people to follow a rule about making vassals in those lands really fixes it.
Yeah, wouldn't the China and India players just be stronger?
Because then if you have a vassal own the land, how does that in any way make the player weaker? Because they still have the pops in their power block. It just means that they're under a vassal.
It doesn't. No, it's the reason is because like India and China have like hundreds of millions of pop with the land to sustain it. Where like stuff like Europe, it's like you're limited by like your arable land.
But are you really?
Yeah,
though?
and grape. Yeah, I mean, like, if I had like more airport land, I would be able to like off a lot stronger. Like, Stockholm, for example, had like 3 million pops at start, and now it has like 2.
Yeah, but I like when you play this base game, like vanilla, you can build 6,000 tools in Stockholm. No problem, because you just use the economy of scale rather than pops.
Yeah, but I start with a ton of unemployed people, so thing.
There's a question in the room now that is Mega dead or no? Are we giving up?
Missing 5 people to try again, but yeah, I'm kind of feeling this is
we
dead.
haven't had it run yet before allowing people to join, no?
I think we might just have to end it here. A lot of people that are here. I know that there are multiple people in this game right now who are only here because they feel the obligation to finish what they started. And while it's a fun game, I really I'm enjoying I've been enjoying all the time we've been spending playing this together, and I appreciate all the Germans that have shown up to sub. It's been hilarious and much appreciated, but also the issues with the power blocks and the desyncing feels a little insurmountable. And yeah, I think I see Nemcref saying he's not too annoyed by the power block things. Oh, and the desyncing.
No, I'm not talking about the rehos.
Okay.
Like, these things aren't bad, because I've played games with lots of these things before. That power block stuff sucks, but like, yeah, I'm not sure what to do about it. Like, it is what it is. I haven't been able to join Japan's block all game.
Yeah, but we're only
I was
10 years
saying
into
that
the
it's not
game.
gonna be. Yeah. I also am personally not like I'm in good spirits.
I'm in good spirits, but we're only 10 years into the game, guys. We haven't officially hit more than 10 years.
The game starts in like 14, 6, 14,
46 or
18,
47. We started in 47.
Oh!
This session.
1836 is when week 3 starts.
Yes. Like 10 years
Oh, so
last
we
session,
ran.
we're gonna play like 10 years this session if we're continuing.
So we are like 16, 17 years into the game, which goes all the way to 1936, by the way.
Although it is potentially like donezo by like 1970s, the game's basically over.
I will
because
say,
people are
if we
overpowered.
continue, we can make the compromise of pushing it to 80 or 90. And
No, that's way. We haven't even discovered oil at that point.
Dude,
No oil hoy? World War One mod?
I mean, old tanks, anyone? Steam?
No, because we haven't even started our car industries. Guys, you're forgetting that the timescale of this game is longer than you think.
Yeah.
I am arguing
The only other thing that could be tried would be for somebody to keep the game running and try and make a conversion happen. You know, if Geoffrey takes a save or somebody like makes a save and then tries to convert it, so we at least can try Hoy.
I don't think you realize how many factories Macho would have. Like,
I mean,
No,
yeah,
because
you would have it if you're playing Victoria 3 normally. Like, he's gonna be overpowered because he's overpowered.
even if like he runs on there, I think he gets to like roughly like $1 billion GDP. Since he has so many pops, he's gonna start with like max factories in like every state. Like he will legit have like 500 to like 700 factories.
We just skip straight to Stellaris. He plays the
Dark is typing a lot in chat. He claims that he would have a ton of factories too, and that he would roll Russia.
You wouldn't have nowhere.
doesn't even have a power block.
Dark. Here's the thing. Macho has more like random provinces in like Siberia to like, because the factories you hit 12 and then it rolls over to the next one. And Macho has way more states to roll over.
So are we
than you
stopping
do.
here? Is that the final ruling?
Can we have a poll?
I feel like Geoffrey doesn't want to continue, but feels pressured by the fact that everybody else wants to.
And then you add me in there too, Dark. Like I don't think you realize how big Macho is.
I say we call it here because this is just wasting time.
Yeah. I suppose so. I unfortunately don't know a lot about Hearts of Iron, so it's hard for me to be hyped about the idea of moving on to that.
That's the only reason I'm here.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of you people, that's
You people.
really like Hearts of Iron, though.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm glad we're not getting to it.
I'll see you guys later.
It's not really like super gamey
Yeah.
from going to China. Like, it's just that China is like fundamentally broken. Whoever owns China is like super strong. The same thing happened last game. Like, it's nothing like. No. So how dark. So how the factories work? So looking at it, it rolls over. So like, if China has enough factories for like 30 factories, it goes to the 12, and then it goes to the next state, and then it keeps filling states. That's why I'm like, he's gonna have like a ton of factories. Because like, for example, like you or like Eric. Yeah, because like it goes like, oh, if you have a state that has enough for like 13 factories, we'll just find another state to put them in, so you don't waste them, quote unquote. No. Yeah, fucking look at the converter wiki.
Beijing factors only went to Beijing. Well, yeah, I don't know how that works. 50 universities in Borisgrad. Wow. 900% qualifications.
So, what's the situation?
Mega dead.
Mega dead. Okay, then I send my guys to the bed.
No, because you have to nerf the pops. The pops have been the issue. Like, you can do all your puppet rules or whatever, but like, it's still gonna be incredibly broken unless you nerf the pops.
I'll go thank the Germans for their participation.
Because like, the issue, Dark, is that like, if you have an India that starts the game off with like 100 factories because it has all the pops or whatever, like, even if you as a subject can hold it, you still get like some of that factories and stuff.
The other thing that we need to consider is, of course, the fact that by the time we do the next Mega, we're gonna be on EU5, and that's gonna completely change everything, because we're gonna be dealing with CK3 converting development into EU5 population, and then EU5 population to Vic 3 population, and we don't know how any of that's gonna pan out.
I mean, there is an argument to be made that we could just we could make a CK3 to EU4 game in between this next game. we could start like next week. We could play CK3 and then play EU4 one last time, and then we just stop it at EU4 because, like, who cares? Because it's not gonna work with Vic 3.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to doing a more like low, like less big deal one. You don't like call all the banners kind of thing. If there's people that wanted to low key do something like that, I would be on board. But I wouldn't want to be like, everyone, holy shit, come play the third, join the third Mega.
2.5.
Anyway, I'm gonna head out too.
Bye.
Thanks for the game. Bye bye.
Bye, Blair. Thanks for coming. Sorry.
That's fine. Dark. I had to make sure Dark realized that how the conversion works is absolutely busted with China and India.
Is it a population thing, or?
No. So how it works is that if you look at the converter for it, I can actually put it. No, it's fine. I don't do anything today. I'll just go do some homework and like nap or something. Let me post it in a mega chat. So this is what I was looking at a couple days ago. I'm like, this is why it's broken. So it's per 100,000 deployed workers. If there are more than 12 factories in a state, it's given to the owner's next state, so they don't go beyond hoist maximum.
Oh.
So like, if you look at something like Borisgrad, for example.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
It has like 19 million or whatever, so like it has 4 million job seekers, which is like 40 factories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so
like what
many
happens is that
people
like
that are just there's 700.
it'll just keep going.
There are 700 million laborers employed there that are looking for a different labor job. So,
Yeah, like the same thing is also like Misty would also be super broken because what happened was that it would go all his China pops will start going to like his Pacific Islands. So like Saipan would have like, or West Micronesia would have like 12 factories. Like stuff like that. Or I guess Nim doesn't have a whole lot of islands, but like it'll go to like his random stuff it has in like Central Asia. Trying to think of the other super egregious examples.
Factories will go to the Overlord. Mind you, then, Dark, a person could always just, over the course of Victoria 3, integrate that land. They could start Vic 3 with a vassal and then annex it.
Well, no, because here's what happened though. You still get migration and stuff.
Yeah.
That was Mexico's banking on because I had the heritage of the Asian culture.
I assumed
so I
that
was
you've
banking
been,
on.
I've assumed you've been getting lots of
They
it.
were. Yeah. They
Innovation
were plotting
controls.
to me. I started with like 10 million pops, and I was at 12 after 10 years or 16 years.
Yeah, but like the issue is that like we're taking off China and India because the pop is the issue, but we just don't adjust to pop, so it's not an issue anymore. And also like fixing like arable land in Europe, for example, means that you actually have a reason to like dev areas.
Yeah, that was
like,
the
aggressively.
main. Yeah, because it would be tedious, sure, but I mean, I'm willing to put in the effort because this is a once a year like thing. That's like it's a big deal, and you want it to go well, and people have a good time. I'm willing to put in the effort to make adjustments. I haven't put as much effort in as I should in the past.
Yeah, well, I don't know how like the 1-to-1 ratio is for stuff though. Like, it's just for example. Because like if you hit a point in EU5, for example, it doesn't make sense to like increase your stuff in Sweden because you're going to go into like Vic and you get like hit with the arable land count or whatever. Because like, you won't go unless, I don't know, it all depends on the EU5 to Vic 3 converter.
I don't see a single Han pop in Mexico.
No, because it's not on.
He doesn't have ES migration control, so he can't get them yet, can he?
Migration controls.
You have other pop that's been migrating.
You can only get the Japanese ones because they are accepted. But once he gets rid of that, he was hoping to get all of the Han guys.
He's got so many now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Also, just disable colonial culture in the next mega you do.
We did another one if we did another mega in EU4, which there's no time for that really anymore. If we did do it, we would be turning off Native American tags. So
I was gonna say it would be super cool if there was a Aztec player that just is a Native American.
Oh, well, that's different.
Tag.
Yeah, that's different. If someone wanted to play it, like we're talking like you keep the Iroquois, you keep the Inca
player.
and the Mesoamericans, but like everyone else is just gone. I mean, also you got to keep the Blackfoot, of course. But yeah, exactly.
I understand what you mean. That it's like
Dark wants to play Inca or Latin Empire. Latin Empire if he can, and then if he can't, then he goes to Inca. So yeah. Nope. We need the Blackfoot and the you need the Blackfoot and the the Iroquois. You need the Iroquois for the northeast corner and the Blackfoot for the northwest. See, I even have logic that justifies it. It works. Okay, wait, that's a good point. The Iroquois are in a terrible spot because they will blob all over because they blob all over Ontario and New England, and okay.
So the problem with with native tags is that by the time that everything is colonized, they are so big that they have so many natives compared to what you would expect, or what is the problem?
Well, the problem is
Why
that
would
the
you want to
culture never
remove
gets
them?
converted. Colonial nations don't convert culture. If colonial nations converted culture, then it would be completely different. Like, we'd be fine with it at that point. I mean, we still wouldn't want as many native
So
tags,
because all of the
wonk.
historical repression that like made them low, like they made the culture of like made them more European cult or heritage people present
So-
does not happen in
Yeah.
EU4 naturally.
Historically, because
what they're
EU4
saying.
doesn't have any, there's no content that causes the native pops to like their native countries like development to go down or like realistically there should be a long period of time when you're colonizing where it's like, oh, you own a tile that's Native American culture, and it would be like, oh, all the natives are fucking dying because of disease, so culture flips to your primary culture kind of thing.
Yeah.
That sort of thing but there's nothing like that. So instead what happens in an EU4 mega campaign is that you conquer New England, which is entirely owned by the Iroquois, so you don't even need to colonize it, you just conquer it, and then you have all that land, but the land never gets culturally converted because colonial nations never convert culture, and because that never happens, the land never becomes European culture, and it just stays Algonquin and Iroquois for the whole
And then
game.
because it has decently high dev, then
Yeah. I was
trying.
makes millions of them. Yeah.
I was trying to culture convert them and play Mexico in EU4, but yeah.
Yeah, mind you, you're the exception to that, and because of that, like imagine if Mexico wasn't being played, if Compass wasn't playing Mexico, because he's still his largest pop count is still Nahua.
Nahuatl.
That is still his biggest culture. Is that not insane? If he wasn't
But
culturally
I mean,
converting,
I don't have that many problems
way more.
with that.
Yeah, but
because
I started
you didn't
so
have many
far.
Native Americans in your country.
Oh, there's not like many
Yeah,
tags. You mean?
You just colonized.
Yeah, and I did. Yeah.
The problem I had was that I couldn't culture convert at the end because I was just falling behind on tech. Since nobody else was doing it, I was just dying on tech.
Yeah, sorry about that. I shouldn't
No,
have
in
assumed that you would
EU4,
have...
I mean.
Oh.
I had the culture convert cost diplo points, so I couldn't tech up at the end. I was just like scrambling for every tech point.
To be fair, you also didn't have that much time to catch up. Like you joined the Mexico pretty late. You played like 3 sessions, and then you did the best you could.
I'm now comprehending the fact that we've got like 4 players that want to do an Exodus to the New World game in EU4 or in the next mega campaign, but Exodus to the New World is going to be so ass in EU5, and also North America is terrible.
Yeah.
North America is
You have
fucking
time,
useless.
so
in
now
EU5.
start on a North America mode. We can have them. We can start developing North America now.
Exodus is so shit in EU5. You'd be better off playing as a Native American tag than being an Exodus country.
No. What I'm saying is, if we make a CK3 mod that has North America, so they can Exodus in CK3.
So yeah, Macho, Sigurd, I think Nemcraft brought up the subject, and Leno as well, but those
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I was the first person to pick a nation for the next mega because I said I wanted to do Al-Andalus, remember?
Yeah. This is true.
Wait,
true. Oh yeah, you wanted
is
to
there already a
colonize.
picking list?
That's right. We were talking
Well,
about
there's
that, and
some-
you said you wanted to you want to form Al-Andalus and colonize, and then it's like, oh yeah, then that means you'll run into the Exodus players. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was a bit disappointed that everyone wants to go Exodus because I'm gonna have to like go around like 4 of the players.
Now, on that note, I have a very important question actually that has been bugging me since I've been thinking of the new mega, and it's mainly so that Joffrey,
Yes.
Somalian Shogunate. So would that be allowed?
This is like okay, yeah, because your point was like what you wanted to do was play an adventurer in CK3, who then goes to Japan, and then joins the shogunate, and then like you become a vassal of the shogunate somehow, and then you will take over the shogun. That's your idea.
Not quite. The idea is that it would be an Atlantis adventure, go to
Yeah.
Japan, become Japanese culture, Shinto, come back to Somalia, export those ideas to where they will be best applied, which would be the Horn of Africa.
Go to Japan, become Japanese, then go back to Somalia,
Yes.
and then make a hybrid culture.
Yes,
And-
actually
and-
yes.
That sounds hilarious. I would support that.
Yeah, I was saying he could have played Japan, but then he was like, no, Joffrey's already playing Korea, so that's why he wants to go back.
But my thoughts when it comes to that sort of thing is if you pull it off in CK3, then I can't really argue.
I feel like from an RP standpoint, yeah, it makes sense, but it'd also be like really weird, wouldn't it?
It'd also be basically impossible. So like
Basically.
it's very unlikely he'd pull it off. But if he pulls it off, then good for him. He deserves
Well, then
it.
what's your backup plan, Ian? What if it doesn't work out? What are you gonna do?
Well, at that point we'll figure it out. Don't worry.
No. You should have one just in case.
Why should you need a backup plan? He comes from Argentina. He is the backup plan.
True. But besides that, my list of things was Asturias, number 1, RIP, Somalian Shogunate, number 2. If I wasn't allowed that, I was thinking of just going to the UK because that's my last resort. Other than that, I have no clue where to go.
But what Nemcraft means is that if you can't succeed, what would you do? Because like if you're trying to and you can't pull.
What if your character dies before you go back?
What if you get leprosy?
What if I get leprosy, right? Yeah, that would be in the first session. That would be crazy, wouldn't it?
Wait,
You should hardcode that.
Eden's not a sub player though. Eden started as Sarfat and played Sarfat all the way through. He's not a sub, so he doesn't get first dibs.
No, I don't.
I count as a sub player if I start as a sub, but then just got the nation.
That was what happened to me.
That's a good question.
The way it last time works, I saw it's if you sub for more than 2 sessions. So if you played that country for 2 sessions, thinking somebody would come back, then maybe. But you didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't.
No, I will say I had actually subbed for Vector, and I'd also subbed in CK3. Remember for Drek.
You definitely should get first pick then.
Yeah.
You're
Maybe there should be an order for the subs as well.
Eric also gets first pick, even though he took over Austria-Hungary and all that, because he started as a sub.
Yeah.
Who were you
You
subbing for,
you took over. Yeah, you did sub 1 session for Franco, and then it was obvious that Franco isn't.
Oh
coming
wait,
back.
that's right.
Also, yeah.
Initially, it was a sub.
I took over a shit show. If I don't get
Yeah, but you didn't
first pick,
sub.
I'm gonna
You
leave.
got to do everything for your
Okay,
own.
I'm leaving the server.
All right.
Okay.
Smell you later,
Understandable, to be honest.
stinky man.
No, I mean leave.
What the fuck? Not even I would call him that. What the fuck? That.
So
Yeah.
taking over the country counts as subbing if you already were subbing it for a while. Like for Eric, he was subbing it for a long time for Villain before he ended up becoming the guy playing it. Nemcraft had done a lot of
I had subbed for multiple different countries before Mags wasn't here, and then it was like, you can take Hindustan. I'm like, really? Okay.
So in Dark, as for Eric and Austria-Hungary and all that, yeah, that's because Villain was like it was like 3 whole sessions where Villain was trying to make it, but his work was just wonky, so it just ended up being eventually no, just take it, and it never even was official. We never even had like a moment where we're like, oh yeah, sit down. We officially transfer ownership of this tag. So the point is, yeah, he more than earned it with that.
Yeah, they basically came to me and said, Eric, you had no.
Gasser, what happened, bro?
What the?
Chief?
What happened to what?
Chief, you're getting timed out for that one. Sorry.
No, I think he's
no, that's his name.
No, he's Joffrey, relax. He's referring to the Star Wars thing.
Eric, if your StarCraft thing is a reprehensible thing, that's your own fucking problem now, isn't it?
But I didn't say it. I do not get time out, right?
No, I wish I could justify it though. That's it.
I didn't know you were live, I guess.
Oh, I didn't know.
And it's not written with the bad words. Don't worry. It's like the gaslighting stuff. I totally forgot that we were still streaming, by the way.
Well, it's not okay. Like it's not the worst thing, but it's just oh my god, what a fucking thing to say.
The first thing that came in my mind as he said it was, "Sir, this is a Wendy's."
All right. what's the word for it? So yeah, Nemcraft, I figured out. You asked, I finally have an answer for you. I'm just gonna be a sub if that doesn't work. Fine. We need people who are permanent subs, and I'm cool with it.
Oh, y'all just starting the MP?
No, we just finished the MP, as a matter of fact.
Well,
we're
finished.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Though if people are around, they can
Dark
check.
is
I'm not
saying that because Eric was only playing the one country and subbing it a lot, and then eventually took it over, that it shouldn't count. I don't know how I feel about that though. I'm not sure whether.
I think the subs should just be ordered. The most important sub, like Simi, who like literally jumped around all over the place in EU4, and then you have some people like Eric or Mead who like subbed like basically only 2 sessions effectively.
No, before they told me that I'm stopping to be a sub, it was like 4 or 5 sessions.
How many EU4 sessions do you play? I don't know, but yeah, the point is it should be ordered.
Like 8 or something. No, 7 or 8, I don't know.
Somebody tell me to stop subbing then.
But they basically
you could whatever.
They basically told me like after the, I don't know, 5th or 6th session that he will not come back and that I just stay.
I'm gonna say like a quick few things and then I'm gonna dip out. Hey, Joffrey, did you see that nonsense in Realms?
We're not talking about that on
Okay. I want no, because I actually
Chief.
I forgot to stream it, but I actually want to talk to you about that.
You do like forgetting things, don't you? Oh, yeah.
I do want to talk to you about that one-on-one though.
He has like a million things on his head though, by the way. It's just
No, it's cool. But yeah, Joffrey, whenever you get a chance, I want to talk to you about that shit. But Eden, IDA is releasing their update, bro.
I saw it
today.
I was
all right, yeah. Okay, cool. So whenever you're done with this shit, come over.
I will.
All right, bet. All right, I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
Max, the invitation is still there, homie.
We love you.
Just so you know.
It's too late for me.
It's never too late, bro. It's never.
Yeah, to be honest, yesterday I just forgot that
it's.
it's.
To not be getting off topic talking about your Arma stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm about to dip out anyways.
See you.
So, well, I guess we need to make a goddamn list of who is and who isn't, who gets first pick. Eden, you're claiming that you want to just be a permanent sub for the next Mega?
If my plan won't work out, I die, I fail to accomplish it, I'm claiming sub after I die in CA3.
This is so sad. I was hoping you'd pick the Britain option.
Because, okay, here's the thing though. If I play the Britain option, I have to be in Britain day 1. Otherwise it just won't work out. Because I want to be a Celtic Britain.
That's what I'm saying. I was hoping you'd pick that.
Celtic Britain is in it, so I had as well. It's a cool idea. Pagan,
it is
Druidic.
Okay, it's fine. It's a good idea, but at the same time, there will. We need subs, okay? And if.
Oh, don't worry. There's never a shortage in subs, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
A lot of the subs we've gotten have become like then transitioned into someone permanent. If you have somebody that just wants to, likes to sub, that is a fine thing as well, I think. You can always find them at home if there's no subs needed. They can, like, did we not have, who was it? We had somebody just run around as an adventurer and subbing. I think it was Slaughter.
Yes, Slaughter was, I think, one of the first subs of the campaign, actually.
Let me just open up Discord Mega Chat and start typing out. Okay, so
I'm already typing that. Yeah.
Oh, you're making a list, Eden?
Yeah.
Who do you got now? Who do you got so far?
Well, of course, we got Nicholas, Slaughter. We got Simi, who came to sub for Portugal, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Simi.
Ironically, Slaughter was a sub. Then he wait, no, Slaughter became Portugal. No, what the hell happened there?
So this was the story. Slaughter was playing Alandes.
Yeah.
Then Anderson couldn't show up.
Yeah.
And as the other Brazilian, he literally said like, "Fuck it, Ram, don't worry, I got you." He stopped for him. Brazilian's character died, and he lost everything. And then Anderson just couldn't show up, and Slaughter became Portugal. Then Slaughter did a Hail Mary, had to go and couldn't keep showing up for a while. Then Simi was loaded into Portugal. That's the Portugal timeline.
Sounds like a nightmare of a timeline, to be honest.
But does that mean that we make both Slaughter and Simi? Because Simi for sure. For sure. But who else did Slaughter sub for?
He just did Portugal.
Then he
I know.
wouldn't count.
He subbed for me. He subbed for me too. One session I couldn't make it. He played Sarfat.
That's not enough though.
I mean, he was basically a landless adventurer that just consistently subbed for people when it was necessary, no?
Who else did he
The fact that it's always the same people, like... But, like, do you need to be subbing for somebody else? Like, you can be a sub for one nation, no?
Well, if he subbed for even once, that's not enough. But
Yeah, but he subbed for Portugal. In CK3, he consistently subbed for Portugal. They basically dual... It was a joke that they dual played it.
Yes,
It was Anderson's country, and he regularly played for him because Anderson couldn't make it.
Alright, so keep him on the list too. So Slaughter,
Same as,
Simi, and Slaughter, Simi, and who else so far?
Nicholas.
Nick. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Nick, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm in.
Yeah.
You're
You're a good boy, Nick. You're good.
You subbed for Will, and in CK3 he subbed for Sigurd. He was playing Persia for Sigurd.
He did. He actually did. True.
Nick was where wholesome Chungus this mega. Definitely should be
I
on the
carried.
list.
I carried the entirety of Asia on my shoulders.
Yeah, by subbing for them when they weren't there.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, so we got that. How many of the Germans are gonna keep being?
JJ, all of CK3, I completely forgot you played them like the whole time. The Sigurd couldn't show up for most of it. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I built up most of the infrastructure, well, the foundations of the empire too.
You walked so that Sigurd could fly, so that Sigurd could leave.
Yeah.
He actually made it like one of the strong nations here.
Yeah, you built them up to be great. Iran was based in that game. All right, so anyway, so that's 3 people.
Yeah, Eric, did you start as a sub, Eric?
That's.
I started as a sub, yeah.
Started as a sub, and
Eric
he
too, then?
consistently subbed for Villain until he took over the country. And I personally would think that's long enough. That he did enough, and that it's basically the same situation as Nick.
Yeah, I do think so as well. And we have the precedent of, well, myself. I subbed for Byzantium until I actually took it over. So I
Yeah.
consider that fair last time. So
I wouldn't say that like if you just show up, like you weren't subbing. If you just show up and the first thing you do is take over a country, it's just like, hey, can you like we lost this country? Can you play it now? That's different.
Yeah.
That's not.
So like
That's
Killer
not- that's a
over. He
replacement.
took over Iran. He's not subbing. He just took it over because we had an open spot.
yeah. Anyways, so far we only have 4, but I feel like we're missing people.
I want to put forward my name. I have the last 2 vital sessions of EU4. I was playing Netherlands for Len.
You were.
I
You were playing.
want to put that forward.
At the same time, you were playing a colony. Do we consider that? Do we take that into account?
Well, I mean, I was basically told, "Can you play Netherlands?" and I couldn't say no. You know, and then I went, "Well, is it not a sub?" I don't
See,
know.
if I remember, isn't there a separate tier for people who are working on the mod?
Well, Joffrey and Dark always have given themselves first dibs after the subs. At least, I don't know.
Yeah,
always, but last time.
we don't get to pick before the subs. The subs go first. The subs go first,
Okay.
then Dark and I, because we build the thing.
I already picked Finland, so.
But if you play the Hyper Korean Empire, we are banning you and letting Geoffrey play there.
No, if Nick wants to play Korea, then
For
more
reference,
power to him, and I'll play the Finns.
This was the order last time.
All swappies with them.
Yeah, I was
at
saying
once.
earlier that I think I would count as a sub because I had sub for 2 other nations.
Who did you do?
Remember, CK3 had sub for Drac and basically fixed the England before there, and then I had sub
Yeah.
for Vector and EU4 for Command.
Yeah. This is true. Alright, putting them down.
That's why I'm saying the subs should be ordered. Just give them like to decide who's the most important sub and give them first dibs and then let the second, you know, so that not somebody that's a less worth sub than somebody
Max,
else gets. Yeah?
Not to sound petty, but I don't think it's even worth it to discuss who's the most important sub. There's a minimal chance that the 5 of them have a conflict when picking a nation.
It's pretty rare that.
When was
that
the
it
last
just
time we
actually-
had? When was the last time someone actually took someone else's idea? I can't even remember at this point.
Franco at the start of this mega with Goat.
Yeah.
Okay, that
the
was the
only
last time that I can think of. Oh, only, yeah, that's also true.
And when did
Split
Franco
subs
even
into
play it? Like, he didn't play this week.
The swapping subs and the taking
Yeah.
over subs? I don't know, because those overlap a lot. Because you get people like Nick, who was swapping between different countries. He subbed for both Will and like Iran, but then he also took over both. Like, exactly. And then Nemcraft also did both, where he was subbing for different countries, and then he took over one.
And I was like gonna say, if I was going to count myself as a sub, I would say I'm the least valuable. Like I'm the least, the bottom of the list, if anything, because I only sub like 2 sessions.
No, no,
So, like,
Mags is
I think
looking
somebody
at
did
this
take.
one. We need to talk about who's gonna be the rage quit tier.
Okay.
No, one thing at a time. One thing at a time, and I don't want to put any. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't think that this mega deserves a rage quit tier because lots of people just left after EU4, and that was deserved because I took too long.
That's fair. Geoffrey, if you have if you in my opinion have one name to put forward, but that's besides the point.
Put forward a name if you wish.
I love him. He knows I love him, but Vaco did basically rage quit after he.
I doubt he's even going to show up again. But if he does,
Yeah,
then
well.
we'll address it.
Yes, fair enough then.
Also Leon.
Isn't he the dude that played Egypt or
Also
something?
Leon. Yeah.
So Mags,
Like we said-
Dark,
Yeah.
Dark. So yeah, Mags only played. Yeah, he subbed twice, and he didn't take over a country. We then have we've got Nemcraft who subbed twice and then took over a country. That being Hindustan, and then we've got turning on his PC. I think it's too tedious to make different tiers. We're thinking about it too hard.
Yeah, I don't think that's even worth it. Just
I mean, it's like a tier list. Just make a tier list. Like
No, we're not doing tier list again. Bad Mags, bad. Go down.
Who's an S tier sub?
Okay,
No,
although I love tier list. Oh, that's Nick. First of all, that's not even a question at that point. But besides
We're not
that,
doing another tier list after like last time.
Anyways, fellas, I genuinely think no point in discussing who's the better sub, who's more sub than the other sub. Okay, we have sub, and we thank you enormously for everything you've done in covering for other people. There's no two ways about it. Just thankful for you.
Then the question becomes what is required for something to, what is required for someone to be given the privilege? What do they need
I
to
am a
do?
minimalist. I think 2 sessions in a row already counts because you are told, "Hey, bro, can you come play for this guy? He cannot show up today." And you go, "Okay, I'll do it." Then next week the same shit happens, and you weren't told like, "Hey, be on standby." You just grabbed from the side and told like, "Hey, it's the same thing happened as last week. Can you come in again?" And you do
I think that's true. I think that's a good point. I think I appreciate the minimalist approach like that. And even though that puts more people ahead of me, and that would theoretically mean that Mags would have the right to take Korea, I am just fine with that.
I will not do it. Don't worry.
I think that it is a fair point because when have I been willing to sub for people? Because I just
Dark
don't. I think that the people
back?
who do the substituting, even when they've only done it for 2 sessions, I think that they deserve that right. And whenever conflicts of interest arise, if they ever do, then we can just sort it out from there based on how much they were doing.
Yes.
So yeah, we're discussing. I'm still technically streaming. I could end the stream, but it's also a relevant conversation, so why not? But we're talking about how Eden and I think about. We're thinking that we like the idea of taking a minimalist approach when it comes to the subs, but not in the way that you probably think that means. In the way that 2 sessions, just as long as you did 2 sessions, especially if it's in a row of subbing, then you should get the right to pick before players who didn't do any or only 1 session of subbing. Because I think that I value those players, even though someone like Mags, who he had swapped over to play as Zephyr, and he was having his game, and he then stopped his game, and some of his stuff got messed up, and he was
Some of it got
himself.
fixed.
Some of it got fixed. Some of it was messed up. But the point is that even someone like him, those 2 sessions mattered, and he put in that effort to help the game's health anyway, and that sort of thing should be respected and appreciated. Yeah. Anyway, right. Do you have anything to say?
Me, right?
Maybe Dark's mic isn't working.
Okay.
Me, right? No.
Can I be heard?
Yes, you can be heard.
Yes.
You can be heard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I am leaning towards people that swapped, simply because they have less opportunity to actually get attached to a nation, which essentially means since they're not attached to a nation, they're literally just showing up for our sake, not really even for their own sake. And I consider that to be higher the people that take over a country.
Yeah, but I showed up every time, every session.
Yeah, but you had freedom. You took over the country, but
No,
you
nobody
basically.
told me to never swap.
What would have swapped to?
No, nobody told me to sub to any other country.
Compass, we're just talking about who gets first pick in the next game. It ain't that
Also-
big a deal.
Also, Compass, did you sub? I thought you took over a colonial nation.
I subbed.
Initially, he subbed for Franco.
I said after the first game, I said no, I'm out.
Oh, didn't Franco play like 1 session?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that wasn't Franco's
I'm sorry.
fault for you, bro.
Yeah, I don't think that's you subbing for Franco. Franco played 1 session that I don't think was even a full time because it was a colonial nation.
I think there's a perfectly balanced way to address this. Did Franco ask you to sub for him?
No, I got a message from Max. Can you sub for for a country in the mega campaign we are playing? Because he contacted me in the start when you started, like a year ago, to play in the mega in CK3, and I said no fam, I'm not that big of a nerd.
Okay.
And
Now
then I
that-
joined Mexico for you for.
I see.
Okay, so you literally were called as a sub.
Well, okay. Well, in that case, Compass, because we're just talking about who gets first pick. Would you even want first pick? Because you if you don't even like CK3, then would you even do it?
No, I just wanted to put my name down.
You just want your name.
To be honest, I respect that. To be honest, I respect that hustle.
Respect
the hustle of I just want the credit.
Okay, and Max just literally posted evidence. I say he gets it.
Well, he only did it for the thing is he only did it for 1 session. After the first session, it was pretty clear that he's not a sub.
Yeah, I don't think that's a sub. I'm sorry, I don't think that's a sub.
I think
you
that's
just
an
took it
advantage.
over. Like, you
He
didn't,
said he was back after 3 weeks though.
but he never was.
Oh,
Yeah, but I could never account for that.
You're not just looking at what people thought was happening, it's also the actual reality of what did happen.
and
I
I
would
think
thought
the
we were
important
playing
criteria
more
is that the fact that he did not need to talk to Franco about what he needs to do. He just literally did what he wanted to do, and it's fine. Eric had to talk to
To be fair, Franco had fucking played that country awfully.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no.
I think that's where the
I
distinction
fixed
is,
it.
because he wasn't following any orders, he's just playing the country.
What all of you did. But it's still a sub though.
Well, so for example, when I was playing Netherlands, I talked to Leno and I did things that he wanted me to do. Eric did the same for Villain Glasses.
Yep.
See, this is why I proposed separating them.
So would we then say that Eric would be classified in the same way?
Like, Eric took over a country.
But then
Yeah,
he was subbing it first.
Or 5
Yes, that's why I say we separate the subs from the swapping subs to the fucking, like, Parma
You know,
subs.
I can.
Yeah,
I
but
can,
I was.
I can get the
was
point
not- okay.
behind that. I can understand the point because I think. You know what? I wasn't really thinking about what you were saying before, but the idea, like, yeah, I think that it takes more effort. That is more of an investment on your part for the sake of the game to swap between countries. But if you're subbing for just a single country, then that's not as much. So I think that's
Yeah.
it's fair, and that clears up the arguments that someone could be. Sorry, Cox?
I want to say one thing. The reason why I wasn't swapped to Netherlands, Time Max was playing Netherlands, or was supposed to sub for Netherlands, is because we were fighting that massive Mexican war, you remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It wasn't that massive.
Okay.
Bro,
Zombies,
there's
I'm
more
sorry,
people
that's
died
still-
in Mexican desert than anywhere else.
That is still an issue.
Yeah, but still, I wasn't allowed to swap because I was a important player there.
Then you weren't a sub. I'm sorry, bro. It's just a simple matter of
I think
whether or
that
not.
I think with the perma subbing, I think there's a one point in there which a sub can't choose their country. Like he didn't choose his country. I mean, he did choose to play, but he didn't have a choice of country. He just Japanese Mexico you want, and he said yeah, okay.
And that's why
So
they still definitely deserve to be prioritized over even the people who are modding the game. Don't get it twisted, Compass. You're still you still get to pick. If you chose to play in CK3, you would still get to choose your area of play even before myself or Dark. It's just that we would say that then the people who chose to, again, you maybe you would have swapped between countries, but that's not what happened in the end. So the people who swap between countries would get the very first pick.
Is it like this then, or the question marks? I'm not sure about.
Me?
I don't know. What about Slaughter? He like swapped once for
Consider
after that.
for determining if they're a swapping or a perma-sub, determine how long they did both. So
I guess
Nem,
Slaughter would be in perma.
I feel like because CK was so much shorter than EU4, Nem should count as a perma-sub, not a swapping sub.
What about Mick then? Because he played perma both, but he played different ones.
So no. He subbed for Persia some of the time in CK3, and he also subbed for Will. Will's country became Nick's permanent country in EU4.
Yeah.
So he was playing some Persia in a lot of that country that he was on.
So perma or not?
And then
I put him on perma.
So Nemcraft subbed like a couple times for different people over the course of CK3 and EU4 though. I don't think that I think that still counts as him having done the swapping.
I don't think he did. When did he sub for anyone in EU4?
He said something about Vector.
Yeah, he subbed for Vector in
The first
EU4.
session.
I do not remember him subbing for Vector because he had his own country.
I didn't remember
No,
it
he took-
happening until Nemcraft 6.
He took my country
Also-
over the third session.
Also,
He did.
I say remove Slaughter from the sub tier because he didn't rage quit because we took so long. He rage quit because he lost his colonies in South America. And then Simi had to take over Portugal.
So he just becomes a normal player. He cancels out. So
I'd say it cancels out and we put him on normal.
That's a fair point.
Because yeah, he did not rage quit because of like the time it took. He rage quit because he lost his colonies to you in South America.
I guess. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess that's fair. I wouldn't have counted as a rage quit. It's just I guess he rage quit, but
That is a rage quit.
That
If
is-
you leave the game after you lose a war like that, it is a rage quit.
That is the rare exception to, because in this mega, there's very few people that I would choose to penalize for quote unquote like your rage quitting, because like the people who left after EU4
Left
in the
during
long
the game.
transition, then yeah, that
Because of something that happened in
But,
the
like-
game, not because of the game being delayed.
yeah,
So,
exactly.
but like, I don't know. Simi played Indonesia for like this is a pedant trick, but Simi plays Indonesia for like that one war, that's trying to defend as best he could. He did his best, he lost still, and after he switched to Portugal. But like,
Yeah.
wouldn't that
He
also
was a
be
sub.
rage?
No,
Yeah, but
No,
because
okay.
he's still
He was a
My
sub.
point is, Slaughter was
He
also
was-
a sub for Anderson.
No. He
Originally,
took
at
over
least.
Portugal.
I guess at
He
some point
took it over.
Yeah.
He became a perma sub and then rage quit after his country lost its
Okay.
colonies.
If
Yeah, so it
someone
would be
is a
Simi-
sub
Compass would have
player,
left.
Like if someone is playing a country as a sub, like they are actually just like, oh, I'm here to cover this country today, and they rage quit. Then no, I wouldn't count that. I wouldn't count that as like penalizing them for next time. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Simi moved, I'm pretty sure, because
Slaughter had just rage quit off Portugal.
Yeah,
and we were like, wow, well, Indonesia's fucking just died anyway, so Semi, come over to Portugal.
So
I mean, he made the
Simi
hard
and
I
Nick are the goats.
always praise them for that defense.
He made the best of the shit situation that it was in. Because Leo cannot do diplomacy.
He tried. He just made every mistake he could along the way, and I
trying somehow did worse.
In his attempt, he broke all his bridges with me, which was his main shot. Getting me
Also,
on side of
Jesus
his
Christ,
best shot.
I always remember that major game where he fumbled the bag so hard with Eden that Eden went wanting to protect him for free to being like, yeah, no, fuck off, I'm not helping you.
Yeah, bro.
It's pretty late, guys, so I'm going to leave.
Oh,
have a nice evening.
Good night, Eric. Thanks for sticking around for a while, Eric.
Yep.
And the clone car.
I hate that he stole my clown club from me. This is some GTA type shit.
I do want to say, I want people other than me and Joffrey, because we're the ones it affects, to determine if perma subs come immediately after swapping subs or right before normal players. Essentially, do perma subs come before or after me and Joffrey? So Joffrey, you and I, no, Joffrey, we don't get words.
Why not at the same time? Why don't we put you in the same tier as the perma subs?
That doesn't matter. They should be.
Well, the point is they have same priority.
It affects us, Joffrey. Let them decide.
Okay, listen. Here's my argument. You get people that are told, yo, play this country, and then this country, and then that country. That's a swapping subs. They go everywhere. They do their best. They're actually based. We love it. You get the perma subs. So that's people that get told, like, yo, we lost a player. Can you come and take over this country? They didn't choose it. They didn't make it, but they play it, and they do it well, and we love them for it. I think that there shouldn't be that long of a difference. The perma sub should come immediately after the swap subs.
To the same thing, because like we were explaining earlier, there is an argument to be made that there isn't that big of a difference between perma subs and swapping subs, which is why we initially had them in one category. I get why the difference exists. I just don't think it's very significant. And I would argue that in both cases, there is a hole in the mega that needs to be filled, and people are called to fill it, despite not having made any of the choices that led to whatever the country is. Yes, perma subs have more of an ownership, but it's still not their original country.
Also, I'm added the list. I've added Roman and Killer. The Roman was swapping the last 2 sessions, and Killer played Iran the last 2 sessions.
Yeah.
So I added them.
Wait, who's Roman again? I don't remember this person.
He played Germany, and then he played Britain today. Knuffel in game.
Do you want to count today's session?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Lovely simulator.
Okay,
The
question.
Victoria 3 should count double because of how painful it was.
Yes, if anything, this should be worth bonus points. We're putting up with this bullshit.
Can Mexico
Go on
get
the guy who
get
gave Louisiana to Mexico?
Can we get
Yes.
the greatest trade deal in history in every American campaign?
How did you convince him? I know you paid him. It's like that much.
We need to, yes, of course, we need to hand out awards for the end of the mega. Greatest trade deal award goes to Compass for just buying Louisiana, making
Yeah, and it's in the ever just historically role playing.
Wait, he bought Louisiana? What?
Yeah, the entire thing.
How?
Let me explain.
Wait, how
Compass,
much?
so I look at the map, right? And because I'm like, bro, there's no way. And I see Compass has Louisiana and took it from, because they were going to make the American Confederation, and Joffrey was so hyped for it. And that just didn't happen because Compass just swapped the puppet for paying him like 10 mil.
The funny part is, the historical
did he pay
Liaison
Ale or did he pay Roman?
Roman.
No, okay, so the problem was Roman, when he took over the sub, he was 10 million in debt, yeah? So I talked to Mysterion, asked him how much interest he has on his loans, and he had all the laws to suppress his loan interest. He had like 2.3% loan interest, which is super low, by the way. So I took on all New England's debt, then I sent the debt to Mysterion, which he was just paying like 6k for anyways. And I just bought all of Louisiana for basically 6k debt.
Wait. How much did you pay in total?
300,000.
million.
Technically,
This
this is less than the historical year than a. This is less than the
50%
historical.
cheaper. Yeah. What?
Oh
They paid
Lord!
15 for the thing in real life.
It was an
Yeah,
Eric.
but
That was Eric, by the way. Argon didn't want it, but Eric was pushing it through.
Wait, the fucking deals today, man.
And there was a deal on the table for me buying New England also. But that
Why?
would involve.
I love how guys. I love how
was
Dark
involved
moves
with me. That was involved with me backstabbing Mysterion to get New England.
Holy
Here's
shit,
the thing. Here's
man.
the thing.
You didn't.
I
You
love
looked at my
how
stream.
Dark leaves our block for 1 minute, and then in that 1 minute, wait, guys, in the 1 minute the Dark left the power block, everything just fell apart.
Yeah, now I am.
Look at.
You guys were headless fucking chickens without me.
Look at how much the Chocolani culture assimilated. There's so many of them.
I think it's partially due to the aggressive setting in a pop consolidation.
They actually started to convert places to be majority their culture.
Also, I think the New World has a bonus to like assimilation.
Maybe.
That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful, man. God damn it.
Yeah, so the greatest trade deal goes to Mexico. Thank you.
Oh yeah, they definitely have a
I will
bonus to
see you in the-
assimilation. That's huge.
Bro, I am so irritated that Eric let Russia take Thrace, man.
Wait, he did?
He did. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
He did, yeah, he did.
Yeah,
made a deal
he
about it.
misplayed. What the heck?
That was a winnable war.
He didn't have it as a war in the war. I don't know why he didn't take it from Egypt. He declared for not.
No,
he
because
didn't take
apparently
it because
Russia
yeah, he was-
threatened him and said demanded the land, otherwise he'd attack. But that was a winnable fucking war because I had a fucking deal with them.
Russia
Did he
didn't
not?
have
That would
any
have just
ammunition,
set
so he
everything
just got
off.
a
I can't believe we almost ended it. If he'd refused that, we would have ended this mega with it in a like jank, glitchy war. Wait, why that?
We had a
sound-
I had a
would've been
fucking
like
deal with them, so it would have been fine.
I also liked the technology you gave me because I was ahead of everybody in the entire world at the end.
Wait, you gave him like all the techs?
You all tier 2 or?
I gave him most of the tier 2 stuff in the first half. Like the first half of the tier 2
Okay,
stuff. So that he was...
okay. I think you went from one extreme to the other there.
Yeah, I admitted
I
I
was
probably did
not
at the
tech
end.
spreading anything in the end, and I had like 100 universities, so it was considered a overload.
Wait, what?
I think you went you went a bit too far with that one.
Yeah, I know. As I said, yeah.
Not
I
have
know
been
I-
ahead of me in Russia.
Well, no, he wasn't ahead of you in Russia, but he became ahead of you in Russia because of his literacy and shit. He'd been building just universities.
He was already trying to like get out of the tackle, and then he
Exactly.
got a bit of a boost. So then he immediately like
I have
slingshot.
1600 hours in this game, so
Mhm.
yeah, I know how to.
He was probably going to end the game with the most tech, even though he started with none. So I should have accounted for that a little bit, but whatever.
I was trying to get Mysterion to death spend also because I knew we could overtake you. I had like 200,000 in the reinvestment pool at the end.
But Dark, question for you. Do you have time this evening?
For?
What if we did a test game? Because I want to see how the Franco-Cradia works.
I don't want to do CK3 tonight.
Okay.
I work. I start work in 2 hours actually. 2 hours.
Also, the
from this moment.
Franco-Cradia... The Franco-Cradia is not complicated. I just wait for the Fourth Crusade to happen. I will be landless, so I will obviously have the best army and will get the most war participation.
I
and then
think the
will
main.
get the land.
Oh wait, no, you can set it with the Game Road Trap mode. I was gonna say the main problem is gonna be that it's gonna be late, and we're
That-
barely gonna play that.
Yeah.
You can just
But
change
that
the
is
game.
why
mode.
I'll have a backup in case something goes wrong.
Yeah.
I specifically had Dinka as a backup.
Yeah, we talked
because I
about this
knew
already.
something
I'm just hoping. I'm just desperately hoping Franco-Cradia works, because there's already 4 people who want to go to the New World.
Okay. Is there anything for the list that we forgot to talk about?
That sounds like
Or
everything.
this is now like reasonable. I hate to put myself up there, like all the way up there, but yeah, I guess.
Well, you're going down actually then. If you
Well, now that you've said that,
I did sub twice only, but like I feel like I'm on par with the perma sub, but like I don't know. I guess I did take over as if yeah.
You subbed for Leno. Did you sub for someone other than Leno?
No.
Wait,
Does that not count as a swapping sub then? I was playing Zephyr and I swapped over to Leno twice. I thought that was the thingy. That's why we're talking about it. If it's not the case, I can fix it. What do you say?
That culture map, well, look at Sarfatic, I achieved. I won. My campaign goals were met. They culture converted.
I think you would go in the what you've called the perma sub is meant to be the one nation sub. If you sub for only a single tag, then that's different.
Okay.
So yeah, you were being a little too brash.
Yeah, that's why I'm talking about it. I thought swapping sub means you're playing a nation and you're swapping over to something else. Like you're not playing the same nation all the time.
The idea that you're swapping between multiple nations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now you
You're
can
subbing.
sometimes play a nation multiple times. Like Simi played Germany a couple of times in a row.
Yeah.
But he swapped around a bunch also.
It would.
I was wondering how my Zephyr takeover would work for that because I did take Zephyr. Did I not sub for Zephyr technically?
No, that was you just taking over the country. So then the question is, does it count
that's a
as
colonization.
someone being a swapping player if they have a country already and they swap off of it to sub?
Depends on the reason.
Yeah, because if Mags playing Zephyr, he then swaps off of Zephyr for 2 sessions to because Leno couldn't make it, and we decided that that's a more important country. Does that then count as him being a swapping player? Because he was playing a country that was his country, and then he swapped for someone else. Does that then count as a swapping player?
That's what I had understood as well. That's why I originally had put myself into swapping. But I don't really care. I'm gonna be fine.
It's all semantics at this point, but we're trying to figure out the semantics.
You can also
we
just
don't
call
need to
him
argue
tier
about
1
it
and
later.
tier. Wait. I know what to call it. I have different names for it.
Who gets the better writing credit?
There's so many Sumatrans in Cape Colony.
There we go. I fixed the problem.
S tier. No,
we
that's
need
it.
that category.
That's vague. That's vague.
Yeah, I'm gonna put.
Calling it S and A tier subs is vague.
I was gonna call it F tier subs.
I'm just gonna get rid of that because we want to keep the chat clear right now.
Wait, where is it? Wait, I'm just gonna remove it then. It's gonna be funny, but I guess I'm not allowed.
Also, at that point, just
You can be funny. You just want to
call them that.
No, I'm being dramatic for comical purpose. Don't worry about it.
Max, at that point, also just removes Lola from there. It confuses and shit.
You're not funny anyways, Max.
The point, okay, I can remove it. It's fine. I had put him in there because he was at the point is he's a special case. He was originally called as up and then he was demoted.
You just
That's why I
remove
put him in
normal
there
players
because
from the list. No.
Yeah, okay. I guess he's
Single tag.
Okay. Single tag, is that correct or what should I call it? Do you have somebody else? Other suggestion?
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that's fine.
But the thing before we continue, we need to decide: does it count as a swapping sub if you are playing a country and then you temporarily stop playing that country to play someone else and then go back to your country? Because the more I think about it, the more I'm starting to think that does count as a swapping a player.
This is why I've been saying it should be tiered.
It's all semantics.
Okay,
we need an answer to it.
Here's the thing.
Like,
objectively, I would say no, because the idea is that you're swapping between multiple countries that you are subbing instead of just any country.
But think about it like this: if I am playing Netherlands on the one day, and then Leno comes back and I'm playing then Germany. It's not as bad as if I'm playing my country. I leave my country without a player, let the AI ruin it, to then play Leno's country.
Can we come
Yeah,
with
but
a
your AI
issue
did a better job.
Can we come with
That's a fair point.
Where
and Joffrey did compensate.
Where people, and maybe this is cynical of me, but people might be like, if I just sub for him for 2 sessions, then I'll get first pick next time, and all it takes is
No, because nobody wants to sub.
Yeah, no one wants to do that. If
Do
someone
we not? Yeah, I think.
if someone wants to do that for like the cynical gains of it, more power to them. We still get them subbing. If they do whatever,
and
is that not
a slippery
part of the
slope.
reason why this exists in the first place?
Not
as the carrot?
Not necessarily. It's supposed to help. Because while, yes, we gain 1, we also lose 1 elsewhere, so it's a net gain of 0.
Here's the thing, though. No one who has an active... Hold on a second. No one who has an independent country, at least that I've heard, ever wanted to leave because they picked the country that they like in the first place and they get attached to it. The only times we've had people swapping off a country is if it's a colonial tag.
Okay, so Nem, you literally offered multiple times to sub, and I had to tell you, yo, no.
I offered 1 time.
Also, I want to say I did not want to sub in the last session. I did it because I was asked to.
To be clear,
I had
just
stuff
did it
that I
one
wanted
time,
to finish
not
before the
because-
session ends.
The only
Also,
reason why I
only did
offered
it
was...
I only did it because I thought it wasn't the last session, and then it was the last session.
The only
Wouldn't have
reason
done
why I
it,
offered was because I was worried we would delay it by another week, and I really didn't want that.
I can.
I think if you're forced to play a different country, then you should be.
I wasn't forced.
swapping
Because I
sub.
said no.
No, you were crying, and then you said you couldn't stay on.
What?
Yeah, I distinctly remembered Mags was crying. He was wailing in despair.
I would mute myself if I was crying. I have decency.
No, but don't show emotion. I would never let you see my weakness.
We suppress them.
4:30.
You need our backup that Monday.
Okay, does anyone have an opinion on it though? Because Dark's got. I think. Wait, is that an opinion? Do you care, Dark?
Dark, just so you didn't
not
care.
Not like crazily.
Wait,
Let me make
I don't have a
a
strong
poll.
opinion, but
Let me make a poll. I'll delete it once we've finished it so that it doesn't.
Oh,
sit
we don't
there.
need a poll. I think we just decide.
We can just make a dictator
What
right
of it?
now.
What are we deciding about then?
We're deciding if you start playing. Someone is playing a country. Say someone is just playing a country. Like Eden is playing Zarfat. He is just sitting there, and then he decides, because there's a country that's quote unquote more important, and then he swaps to substitute that country for a session.
Okay, was
And then he comes
asked
back
to
to
do
his
it?
country later. Does that count as him
Was he asked
swapping?
to do it?
He was asked to do it.
Was he forced to do it?
I
don't think it
guess
changes
Max
anything.
kind of was pressured into it too.
Yeah, if you're pressured
I was
into
content doing
then-
it. I would have, if I really didn't want to do it, I wouldn't have done it. It's just the information was not the correct. I was working with different information, and it was actually the case.
Yeah, but
Fuck it,
if you
let's
were
just
forced
say
to
it
sub,
counts. Yeah.
yeah, it counts. If you're forced to do it, it counts as you being a swapping sub.
But also, a lot of people have it. That's the main thing we need to talk about, right? Now we can talk about. Is there anything else we need to talk about?
I think that resolves the who gets what pick situation. Yeah.
What do people want to do?
Which means
That's what I was going to ask. Yes, I just wanted to make sure there's anything else to talk about.
Max and Emma, the people with first picks in here.
Oh wait, I need to move myself up, I guess. I do.
Yes.
I would say before one tier gets passed over, then the game needs to be released for CK3. Because I think forcing people to make a decision before the game's actually out.
Well, no, it's not forcing to make a decision.
CK3 is out.
Nah, no,
the
not the Asia one.
DLC, All Under Heaven.
I can't make a decision on if I want to play in Asia because I don't. I mean, I have made the decision. But, I can't.
I think someone can make the decision if they want to.
Yeah, you can make a decision. You can pick a region because you're not just picking a specific character. You're also picking a region so that no one else starts in that region.
The
So
point
you can
is,
say like
I don't know if
Korea
it's any good.
or Japan.
Well, it's not about if it's good. Like, do you want to play? Like, that's that country.
It would impact my decision. I have made the decision I don't want to play in Asia, so it's fine in my case.
Well, then yeah, you can just do it.
Yeah, like
We're not asking you to like. We're not doing the application now. We're asking you on your thoughts on what you want to do.
Right now, my main thought that I have is Lotharingia.
Real?
That's the main idea. I had.
Okay.
Say again.
I thought.
So I had a lot.
I thought you wanted to dev max as the Tamils.
No,
yeah, but somebody else already wanted to do that, so I don't want to take it away from them.
Leno already talked about doing it, so that's why Max didn't want to do it.
Yeah. So I want to dev max as the Dutch, but owning more than the Netherlands. I don't want to be super tall. I want to be wider Dutch without colonies.
Well, you're gonna be taller,
Burgundy,
not wider.
Think divergence is Burgundy.
Divergence.
No, Max, I've seen Burgundy. Burgundy's tall, not wide.
Yeah, but I guess if depending on like the point is, I want to have like the Rhineland effectively. That's my thought that I'm having right now. But I'm thinking that's because I'm Victoria 3 maxing right now in my brain. I don't know if it's any good in EU5 or in CK3. But I know it's good in CK3.
And to make it even more unique, you could become like the Holy Roman Emperor and take like all of like Germany and France.
And then you could like call yourself Joffringia.
I
call yourself Magringia.
I did want to start in Aachen. I had the thought of starting in Aachen, so that might actually work out.
Okay, so we're making so Mags, we're making a joke because Joffrey started in Aachen, became and became a Turkey.
That's the only reason why I don't want to do it because it's already been done.
Okay, no, Max, hear me out. I can do
You're
one
allowed
better.
to do the same thing like as someone else, especially because it wasn't the most recent mega. It was the first.
Another thought I had was playing in Britain, but I don't know if I like the colonized max. I want to be somewhere where I can be not the main power. I don't want to be the main guy. I don't want to have that pressure. I want to be somewhere where I can.
Hey, if you want to play somewhere that's not super strong, Scandinavia, because it falls off hard.
That's the point. I want to play somewhere where it's super strong, but where I'm not necessarily in somebody's way. So that's why I don't want a colony max, because I don't want to fight wars over something.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
No one.
But it's not okay. OP.
Looking at.
I could play in the Denmark, but like, I could play in my homeland. Oh, I have.
Okay, Max, hear me out. Hear me out. You want to play somewhere that's not like super in people's way, right? What if you played in Poland?
But somewhere that's super strong still.
That's Poland. That's between everything. What the fuck do you mean?
So
I mean, not really. So far, at least no one's talking. The only person close to me.
Max, Persia.
The thing is, I basically played there last time. I already did the Persia gameplay.
You did for Ghana, but then you left after CK3 to do a different nation.
Yeah, but the point is, I already played the CK3 dev maxing in that area.
Yeah.
I would basically take Fergana again, or I go to Baghdad. That's the other option.
Okay. Because Mags has a very specific playstyle, and he just always wants to, when he plays CK3, develop himself as much as possible.
I want to, because I've just been listening so far, because I didn't really feel like it was my place to talk about stuff earlier, considering I haven't been here. But I wanted to go ahead and express my opinion that with the All Under Heaven DLC expansion, that it is my utmost opinion, especially if we're going to take this into EU5, that with the amount of space that is going to be on the map, essentially doubling the size, that we both play the CK3 version of the game longer, and that we can be if we play it longer, we can be more forgiving about where people go. Because before there wasn't a whole lot of space and people were like stepping on top of each other. But now I think it's more reasonable to say that we don't need to fight with so much space since the map is going to be twice as big. And I think it's more forgiving if we play longer, that people have more chances to take some L's and can rework what idea they want to go with if something that they want to do ends up not working out.
So I get that, but for example, if we have two people saying I want to be France, the added size to the map doesn't affect that at all.
It does, in the sense that there's not necessarily going to be someone in Italia or in Iberia, so then the southern France player can move away and just be a vassal or something.
What's the
big
Iron
French
Sentry
player.
mod?
It's also it's also of my opinion that because of that type of situation, if that occurs, somebody just loses. And they have to, like I said before, rethink what it is that they want to do. If they want to do something like they want to become a lamp and then become a legitimist where they want to take over what they lost, we should have enough time in the game now with the amount of space available to do that.
Okay, I kind of agree with him. Like, it's not much space, but hug boxes, anti-hug box rules should be implemented in the
You
next
can't do
map.
that because the only way you can
Number
do
one
that,
GDP and number two GP should never be in an alliance together.
I continue to agree with that.
So the problem with that is that you have two people that are like tight, and then suddenly one grows super large, or if it's, for example, how do I put this? It's inflated. Like last game, I was like as in EU4, I was at like the bottom of the GP list, or sometimes I wasn't even on it. Yeah, I was easily like the second strongest country in the game. The only country I could beat every country on that GP list except for Persia.
It's true.
Yeah, I was at like the bottom of the list.
You still understand what I'm saying? Like you formed the European bloc.
I think the
no
easiest-
player voiced an opinion about your block in Vic 3. I find it frustrating that you just start with all of Europe in a trade league.
So the issue is, if you want to blame anyone for that, it's Russia. Because even without allies, Russia was so obscenely strong that no one nation in Europe could have taken him on.
No.
That should not happen anyway.
That's wrong. That's wrong on a simple account.
We couldn't because so the problem is that Russia was allied to Persia. In Persia was Zoroastrian and had the fucking busted ass great project that gave him infinite discipline.
Him then that.
We couldn't.
We
physically couldn't because Persia was too like broken.
But the problem was in Russia.
I don't know about EU, but in CK3 you can have an easy offensive alliance limit and a defensive alliance limit that's a bit higher, so that you can have not as many people in a box. Then you have two people in an arc box.
The other problem with that too is that for large portions of that game, it was basically those two being the most powerful empires on the map. Like I think Russia was 1 and Persia was 3. And at that point, I'm still going to push for this. There should be alliance limits where the fucking first and third should not be allied, because then you create a block where the game cannot progress, because then you feel like you need to be justified in the fact that because 1 and 3 are allied, that you as number 2 has to create this whole big thing just to stop them, because there's all these other little people are under threat. And like it just creates a whole bunch of slog, and it creates a bunch of annoying justifications for why then these whole big power blocks had to exist in the first place just to take down this one person.
I want to point out
the issue is that even if Persia wasn't allied to Russia, there's nothing we can do against them just declaring another war without starting to going into like extremely complicated rules on when you can and cannot declare war.
Yeah, but you as game master should punish that behavior.
There's not much we can do about it because sometimes it is just tactically sound. Like, okay, your enemy is fighting someone else. Why not go beat them up now?
Yeah, but why did everybody pounce on Mexico then? No hugbox involved.
Okay, we pounced on Mexico because straight up Jewish France wanted Mexican land.
Yeah, but there was like the biggest coalition of the entire world was on Mexican land one time.
And I'm to extend on that. I think that when rulings needed to be made in the game itself, I think that went over very poorly. I think a lot of rules were broken or ignored or hand waved in order to make continue the state of the game. And if that's
couldn't
the
take land they
case,
didn't occupy.
Okay, that rule. So that rule, you agreed essentially to letting it happen
No, I
because
didn't.
the game was
I didn't.
stalled.
I didn't.
Then why did you accept the peace?
So I was basically forced to.
I did not tell you that you had to. I told you that I recommend you do this because otherwise we have to beat him up. But there was no point where I told you you had to.
The problem with that situation was that what needed to happen was we needed to tell Eric as game masters, all right, Eric, you've occupied his land, you're ruining his country by you need to just end the war, and you're not allowed to take his land in the new world because you don't have it occupied. So realistically, what should have happened there is Eden should have unconditionally surrendered, and then we would force Eric to not take any lands that he didn't have occupied beforehand, or something along those lines. I don't know, but the point is, that war needed to end because he was not taking any more land. There was no more engagements. It was stalemated, so Eden could enforce peace. Yeah, that's right. He could enforce peace because there were no more engagements happening, and Eric could not take any land that he hadn't occupied, so we couldn't take stuff in the new world. But he kept on going because Eric just chose not to, and we weren't sitting down as game masters and being like, all right, time has passed. Eden is able to enforce peace now.
I will say that's sadly wrong on one account, and it's the fact that he invaded like 5 or 7 times. He lost every battle. But and the problem was that I just couldn't get the money to move forward.
Yeah, and it doesn't count. It does not count as him keeping the war going if he just sends over a couple like 5,000 mercs to just get stack wiped.
Yeah, as we outlined in the war, it has to be a notable advancement. It has to change.
So
he was stacked by 3 times. Yeah, it was his entire army.
Exactly. So we fucked up because
so,
we didn't take the call.
But yes. But what happened is that the war was stalemated. That's not that's not the problem. The problem is that he was legally allowed to threaten you and say, if you don't accept giving me land in the New World, I'll take the land I have occupied in Europe. Mm-hmm. He is allowed to do that. That is completely legal. He is allowed to threaten you because he was allowed to take your land in Europe. Mm-hmm. But I told him that if he did, I would attack him, obviously.
So then
we ran into that issue of legitimate in-game concern, legitimate game concern. That wasn't a hug box. Of legitimate game concerns coming up against the rulings. And we sort of bashed our heads into a wall.
And that is why, in my opinion, next time we do this, I feel like I don't want to have to do this, but I sadly feel like we made a slight error in that Joffrey was right and that there should be somebody who is an observer, an arbitrator, somebody that's not involved at all in anything that is going on and is just watching the game play out. And making sure no rules get broken.
Yeah, but it doesn't need to be an observer even. It could just be common sense. 90% of the cases can just be solved by looking at...
both in the first mega and in this one, the subsequent one, we have had rule issues.
I think
either from people not reading the rules, not understanding the rules, or just actively trying to bend the rules in their favor. And I think
I think
that this
not
all of that happened before we had the council, so I think that will help things with the fact that we have a proper voting system for moderation when it needs to happen on the server, and if necessary we could make a separate such thing specifically for the mega, but I don't think so because all of the councilors play.
Okay.
because the
body
way
And-
that works is that I can make decisions, but if they all agree, if two of the three of them agree on something, the council majority votes on something, then I really should go along with it. Is the point? So
The other thing that I think
infrastructure before, it was just me and Dark being like, I don't know, guys, we're twiddling our thumbs. This is kind of awkward. So
yeah, I also am of the opinion, based off of things that I have heard, I won't name names, but if people have sour feelings or misgivings about the game, they need to voice them openly so that type of discussion can be had, because even if you don't think it's beneficial, it might actually end up making the changes that you want to see. And to go along with that, just because somebody is like, we all who have all of the people who have misgivings about the game should not be grouped together talking about their misgivings and saying, well, I don't want to ruin the experience for everyone, so I'm just going to not play chicken and not say that I want to quit.
Okay, I hate to ask, but can you give examples of issues people had without naming names?
How long it took to get the game out?
Okay, that's obvious, yeah.
Yep.
Certain rulings in regards to stalemates, specifically Eden's. Not that Eden himself had.
I was about to say the stalemate Scandi I thought was perfectly legitimate.
but some people who I will not say names about had misgivings about how Eden's war was handled. And I'm sure there were other scenarios, but they were very vague.
The cutoff point of EU4 was really brutal. All of a sudden, we just went, "Oh, we're gonna cut off now."
I think the problem was that Russia was already growing way too powerful, so the decision was made to end it earlier so that they are not getting even more powerful.
There was nothing that we could do about Russia, because, like I said, he was allied to a completely unfairly broken country.
Yeah, but you as Game Master should have intervened though.
Wasn't Game Master, Joffrey was, and Joffrey I don't think cared.
Yeah, but like me as Mexico didn't feel like the game ended where I needed it to end. I know I'm not an important player, but you had your biggest war there.
I do also want to
the game in a situation where literally every player decides, yeah, this is good though. People were let down.
Yeah, but exactly. But saying halfway through a PlayStation that you're gonna end the game now is bad idea.
I agree. I think it should be because I was also affected by that, but it should be previous knowledge. We are gonna end the session today, or we might end the session today if somebody reaches this point. But everybody was thinking this was not the last session, and it was the last.
The problem with this coming to the next game is that EU5 is going to be brand new, and we won't be experienced enough to know when a good cutoff date is, other than when we sort of feel it.
I think the next game is just going to end after EU5. I think it might make sense to just say we're playing EU5 until it's over, and then it's good. We're not trying to do victorious free.
Try victory again.
But the point is, then we don't need to end. But then we don't need to end at an arbitrary point so that somebody doesn't go to powerful. We can just let it play out,
I do want to go to victory because that's one of the big points of a mega campaign to play all the games. If you're doing, if you're just ending it there,
as well, but we obviously didn't do it this session. So I'm I'd rather have.
I think what we need to do is we need to go through that fucking debug list and actually start error fixing.
There's so many errors.
I'm also
lots of them are repeating.
I kind of share this opinion too, Compass. Or was it Megs? I can't remember. You both sound the same to me.
Wow.
Racist.
That the idea of it being a mega campaign is super important, and that doesn't mean just play all the games in order. That also means you play as full through the games as you possibly can. I know that I've harped against playing earlier start dates in CK3. So I won't say that I'm completely immune to that, mostly because I think early start dates in CK3 are kind of boring because you don't get a lot of things to do. But you get to form some of the countries early and say that you did it first. Haha. So I'm partial to that. I also am partially not the most thrilled playing Vicky, which I also apologize because I don't really feel like I have the right to say considering I didn't play it this time. But not much fault of my own mind. But I feel like if we play with this mod that we are looking at now, plus if we do play all through of EU5 and all the way through Vic E3, I think the next Mega could be a lot better overall.
Well, this last one was already a lot better than the first one, so.
It was because we actually made it to Vicky.
Yes.
I
don't know though if we can play through all of EU5 because Paradox is notorious for making their late games just dog shit.
We can't
because
promise.
everybody snowballs too much. And from what we've heard from some YouTube videos, they say that EU5 is the same, where it feels like you're sort of done after 150 to 200 years.
That's a little bit weird because everybody says that about Victoria 3, but I still find shit to do in 1920.
Okay, Victory is different. It's only 100 Victory is a shorter game. CK3 and EU5 are much longer games.
No, I played through them.
EU5 is going to be a lot easier to play for long periods of time than EU4 because there's actually internal stuff to do.
Do you have too many sweats? That's the problem.
And this is something that I want to express too. You go ahead. Sorry.
So the thing, Compass, with EU4 that means that it's dreadful to play until the end of the game is there's nothing to do. It is just you're playing a Risk with extra steps. That's what EU4 is. EU5 is much more of an actual simulation that has tons of the vibes of Vic in it. There's actual economies, and you make buildings, and you have a ton of different things that you can do that will keep you occupied whether you're at war or at peace. And there's people who you'll actually be able to play tall as, say, like Brittany, and you can just stay as Brittany and build yourself up. And it won't be as good as if you conquered all of France. But like, you could just sit there and be like, yeah, I'm just going to build my country away and have a good time with that for a long period of time by comparison. Point being, you can play it longer.
I think the problem is still that if you play it longer, people are going to outscale you. You're going to have a Russia that just runs away again.
Yes.
Oh, totally, yes.
Yeah, but the problem is that most people, not everyone, most people, even when they do LARPy games, they still want to become as strong as they physically can. Even within their LARP.
Yeah. Unless we enforce super hardcore. I did an RP mega campaign.
Which means that someone that LARP is like, oh, I want to play tall and do this unoptimal thing is always just going to get fucked over by someone that has like less LARP and is more just, their LARP is just paint sugarcoating or like the icing on the fucking cake of making their super strong country.
Because I like playing tall, like super tall playthroughs.
Yeah, Compass likes playing an optimal.
Pushing through 2 ducats extra out of my duchy in CK3 because I just hate the fact that you have to do it to win the game.
Well, the point is, like in the mega campaign in PvP, there's not really like there's a win condition. So like it's mainly you got to be able to hold your own water, so you're not an easy target. I think, but like
RCM.
You gotta kind of be strong to win.
I'm streaming this whole conversation just
because I will tell you. I will tell you. Fucking Macho and Blair will absolutely try to get as fucking powerful as physically possible, man. I'm straight up. Those two in particular.
Player coalitions. Have you ever heard about them? You form them when you find out the player is too strong.
These motherfuckers didn't want to do it. You don't understand how much I tried to get people to want to jump on Iran and Russia.
Really? You were actually trying to start
but then I have half of the other side sitting.
I multiple times went to Misty and Nemr and was like, yo, we can fight them.
Dark. It doesn't help when you invade me to side with you.
See, you were irrelevant. I was talking to Misty.
But Misty was defending him. So he didn't
but Misty didn't care because Misty wanted Beijing.
Yeah, but it doesn't help your case.
He wanted Beijing more than he cared about Mexico.
Okay, Compass, let me put it this way. He actually told me that he would rather have China and lose half of Mexico than keep all of Mexico and not having China. So it's
Yeah,
that
he
simple.
changed that title really fast.
The problem is that you get kiss asses like Goat who see the most powerful nation like Russia and Iran and think, wow, I'll never fight them. I'm just going to cater to them and see if I can get what I want off of them and hope they don't kill me.
Okay, talking about kiss
I
asses.
am the same person.
And you can't do diplomacy with those people because they're like, they're gonna go on the strongest guy. But if I side with the strongest guy, I have a better chance of winning, so I can get shit off those losers in the coalition.
Yeah, but the problem you have is that you didn't make friends when you invaded me.
Wait, you are playing up how much your war mattered.
Wait, no, that's completely bullshit. Copies, you declared war on me.
Yeah, also you did attack. You were the attacker, and you were. I'm gonna be honest. The war with you, it had no relevance on anything outside of Mexico.
Yeah, I know. It was funny.
like Misty didn't care.
Compass, I need to give you credit for the fact that you're amazingly good at making like some small thing related to you sound like it's the biggest deal ever.
Yeah, the problem with those player coalitions is, like I said, it's the fucking kiss asses like Goat, and also players like Nick who didn't know what they were doing, and they sort of felt indebted to nations like Persia for helping them out.
I think it's a bit funny. You talk about kiss asses because I don't know what you did, but you had the fucking Europeans kissing your ass since day one, except the original roster of players. It's outrageous.
See, that's just me being good at diplomacy.
I think that's also an issue with sub. I think that's an issue with sub.
What I did is mate, you don't understand how long I was in DMs with so many people to work shit out.
I watched too, and let me explain you the thing is, everybody was able to betray you at one point for completely different reasons, but then the players swapped.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to.
At one point, I just gave up and I did my own thing, and I fucked up, and I didn't care at that point. I had to.
Also, another problem is that we did have the genuinely massive fucking Scandinavia in Russia that were genuine problems that were scarier than me because I was out here telling people I didn't want their land. Meanwhile, they border a Scandi in Russia that are blobbing out of their minds, so it's kind of obvious who you side with there.
And then
I just had an idea.
Scandinavia to come in.
All of that, all of those things, like with Dark trying really hard to work out deals and not being aggressive, but then him also being willing to protect them against the actually aggressive outside powers, and all of that, and then you take into account me to the south. I didn't want any land up there either. However, I didn't want Dark to be too strong. However, Dark wasn't getting stronger by attacking other people. He was just getting better friends. And who was getting stronger was Russia and his friends. So that also meant that Dark had an easy, just forever friend to his south, because I didn't want to attack him, because as soon as he and I start fighting, then Russia and friends get stronger, but then they'll attack us.
I will say, I picked objectively the harder route, because if I had wanted to just win the game, Russia and Scandinavia were my natural allies, and I would have just split Germany and Hungary with them.
I just had a thought about the Russia Scandinavia.
Can I say something real quick? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do want to say that when we were on the topic of playing longer games, I do want to say that is the reason why, especially now, I'm pushing for longer CK3 games, because I think CK3 has good late game potential. And I really, really, really want to play it, but we never play long enough, whether it's in the Mega or in our single player games with each other. We never get to the point where like anybody has any of the tools they really need to finish out with, that they like really want or are working towards, or have any of like the really good tools available to actually sort of help themselves get out of the dirt if they got put in the dirt. That's all I wanted to say on that.
Okay,
because
I have to agree on that, because Jesus Christ, I got some bad RNG. But besides that, yeah, it's rough.
I think CK3 long term can work, but I'm desperately thinking it needs a realm size limit. some dynamic realm size limit so that people can't immediately
Well,
grow to friendly side.
that's an inherent issue to CK3 in general. Is that realms are too stable? They don't break
played
enough.
in a grand mega campaign on OPB
I feel
server.
like you can just stack your stats too high the longer CK3 goes on as you get better and better artifacts, better and better provinces, making you more and more money. Yes,
but that's the thing.
If
because of the way that we
that,
play the game, nobody does things like feasts or artifacts or having a high fucking high influence court. Nobody does any of that because we don't play long enough. A lot of the aspects of the game get thrown out because it doesn't feel like you're playing the game because you're not playing for long enough to where it actually matters.
So what's going to happen if we play for super long in CK3? People are always going to take the easier route first. So even if they could attack another player, if they think attacking the AI next to them is easier, which it usually will be, they'll do that. And they'll continue to do that over and over and over again until the whole map is just players. And then that makes the process of balancing post CK3 so much more tedious.
This is why I'm saying there needs to be a realm size limit.
Okay, but if you add an artificial realm size limit, well then damn, well the PvP we wanted is gone because I'm already at my cap. I can't conquer this guy.
Yeah, the problem with your PvP thingy is that if I say me and you are neighboring, you're playing Germany on that side, I'm playing France. I attack you, Max is playing Hungary. Then Hungary jumps on you too, and then some guy in Italy also jumps on you because I started the war. That's the problem everybody has, because they don't want to do player wars because they don't want to get jumped.
Yeah, people
people
aren't willing to do wars with other players unless they think they're going to win is the problem. People are too reluctant to jump on someone unless they already know.
It's not even the fact that you get jumped on, because even just taking Drac, for example, when he deck word against me, and I paid all the mercenaries on Earth to defend myself because I had the money. His fucking realm collapsed because the AI within his country was like, "Oh, he's weak now. I can finally jump him." And that is the inherent problem with PvP in CK3. I agree, which is why I tried to get rules for it, and I was told, no, it's too complicated. It just wouldn't work out. It's not the vision of the game that we want. And it's like, well, now you have the problem of people are getting too big, too blobby, even before the start of EU4, and you have to do all this extra shit when, in my opinion, if there were rules for not even like realm size, but if there were rules for warfare, besides the artificial limitations of the fact that we start in 867, so people can only realistically, unless they're Vikings, claim a kingdom once in their life.
The amount of effort it takes me, Leno, after CK3 finishes to split up countries is so minimal. It takes like an hour tops, as long as we've got an idea of how big they're supposed to be. You do one conversion and you say, all right, that's how big. Yeah, that's how big everyone is. This is what they should have shaved off. You then go back to CK3
I've been the one
and
that does
a
that.
couple countries. Yeah, well, we've both done it for each. Yeah.
No, I did them for both megas. I did them both.
Yeah, most of it.
Yeah. Like 95% of it. I think the only thing you did was Mags, and that's because Mags had something specifically he asked for.
Okay.
And
that's not important. The point is that it takes...
It's a lot more effort than you think.
No, it does not, because you do it in CK3 first. Instead of creating new tags
yes,
in U4, you release them in CK3. That does not take very long.
Joffrey, why are you saying it takes no effort when you admit I did almost all of it?
Because
why are you so upset?
I don't. Yeah, I know how to do it. It doesn't take that long. You chose to do it, and I don't know. Just land a character, either declare an independence war and let them win and make them independent that way, or grant them independence, or any number of ways.
Yeah, bro. I did one. I broke up one country, but it's super easy.
It's fine. It's fine. There doesn't have to be.
That's genuinely what you're doing.
There doesn't have to be a fight about this. The point has been made.
Boys.
If you don't want to do it, then you don't have to do it. I can just do it.
That's neither here nor there. It's not what they're discussing.
Oh my lord.
Regardless, as Leno said, I don't think that's the worst idea. We can literally play a game of CK3 and say, do a test run, quote unquote, where we just play a long game and make that the point of the game and see how that works out. If people block too much, if it becomes unfair, they become like just genuinely too good, we will see about putting in restrictions or just canning the whole idea. It's something to take into account.
Or if something like, and I do genuinely agree with like what Dark was saying about like there being a realm size limit. I do think that can sort of, I think that would be better if we wanted to go in the more LARPy direction. Because I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea, especially like if somebody ends up becoming fucking bureaucratic, and I fucking hate that government type. But
administrative.
Point is that if it is, you know, a thing to consider, then it's something that we can do. I also want to push back against the idea that people have that LARPy games are necessarily less snowbally, because I think you don't have to, like, a LARP doesn't necessarily mean you're playing a bad game on purpose. Like, you're not playing the most efficiently, but there's no excuse for saying like why your country isn't making any money. Like, your country should be making money because you should understand how the basics of running a country in any of the game goes. There's no excuse that, oh, well, my LARP basically told me to go broke. Like that's a shitty reason.
Right, but for example, even my decision is not. I'm not LARPing my starting decision. I am deciding where I start and what I do based on what is the strongest, which is what people I think are mentioning and saying. Like that maybe the people that don't do that might like not. So for example, if somebody plays in Poland, I mean Poland is not the worst area, but like somebody plays in a shit ass area like Northern Africa, like if somebody plays there and just doesn't go to Mali or something, then they're obviously gonna be worse in every aspect because it's just not a great area.
It's the same if I played Denmark and didn't go north.
Denmark is actually very good. It's like one of the, I mean, originally one of the great development maxing areas.
I played Norway and didn't go on raid.
Yeah, Norway is bad, yes.
North Africa is way better than like Scandinavia as a
the
whole.
good thing about
in EU5 though.
In EU5 maybe, yes. Yeah. But Denmark is great because you have the, like in TK3 you can have so much ports. You can just port Deathmax. If you get feudalism, obviously.
But
I like the LARP. Yeah.
Well, I like the LARP too. That's why, like, in the course of CK3, while I was filling out my family tree for the Netherlands and slowly becoming bureaucratic, which left a lot of people confused. They were like, "How are you bureaucratic as a kingdom?" What? But
no, it was because you had it so much easier. I think. I don't think it's because you were a kingdom.
No, it was because he was a kingdom. No, I kept on arguing with Leno, like, how are you doing this? How?
Oh, mine was like didn't he was like have like one of the requirements just wasn't present for him? I think is like he didn't have to own a certain number of counties.
And that's why
he doesn't. If you do it as a kingdom,
the requirements. Like, the requirements, he had basically none of them. He had so few requirements compared to everyone else, and I was so frustrated and just like, Leno, you're cheating somehow. I don't know how you're doing it. And then eventually, I didn't figure it out. I don't think Leno even knew at the time for some reason. Did you even know the answer? Because we were talking.
Oh no, I did. I told you it was I told you it was because I was bureaucratic, and you were like, "That doesn't make sense. That's literally not possible."
Oh, okay. Because I didn't believe you or understand until I played Realms like a week later and played as Dale.
I feel
yeah,
like the
because
idea
Dale's
behind
also
it is
bureaucratic. But one of the things that was LARPy that ended up happening out of me doing random AI marriages, because I don't pay attention when I do that shit. My family had inherited the Kingdom of Ireland, which was incredible. Which we made that a whole LARPy thing at the beginning because that caused a huge war between me and England. It was really fun.
Mm-hmm. That was a pretty fun situation that came about due to emergent gameplay.
Yeah, that was good.
Regarding long games, like, shouldn't we not have time when CK3 the advancements come, the expansion comes out? Should there not be time to then do a session like that where we just see how long we can play with it being without it breaking apart.
Even beforehand.
Yeah,
You
I
just
think
play a test game.
Because EU5 is gonna take a while, and then by the point of EU5 is out, the converter is gonna take.
I
a
don't know
while.
when the DLC comes out for. I think they come out around
Before-
the same time.
Oh yeah, maybe everybody's playing EU5
No.
at that time.
Yeah, I think
Well,
I think All Under Heaven comes out at like the same time.
No, March. No, is it chapter 4?
It's
Yeah,
chapter 4 is
chapter 4 is
Q4.
out. All Under
But
Heaven
hopefully
comes
they
out.
delay it.
Okay, to be announced. But it's
Yeah,
coming out
hopefully they delay
this
it.
year.
In
And
Q4.
U5 is coming out November 22nd.
November 4th.
And I think that's fine.
November 4th.
Because we will, because that's fine. Because the converter is going to need time to update. People are going to want to play EU5 to see how long we can play before we get bored, and people are going to want to separately play All Under Heaven before the Mega comes out, or before we do the Mega. So there's a lot of factors that are going to go into it, and I think that just means that it's going to feed a lot of time into us being able to hash out what needs to be made better.
Next games are always fun.
I wish we were playing more CK3 on the server.
I don't wish we played more CK3.
We actually kind of do. We play Realms all the time.
We used
But I don't see nobody playing. Like the one time I got, my game wasn't working.
You guys, but most of the people, I don't know where you are, but most of the guys who are playing Crusader Kings that are in this server do it somewhere else. I don't know where the hell they go.
Nemka sometimes plays single player, but I don't want to be like, oh, let's play multiplayer instead. I have my eyes and ears open for if somebody's playing CK3 or Vic. Nobody's doing it in the last half year. But that's the same situation. When did you
Longbows, my beloved.
Okay,
Well, still
I don't
cute.
wanna call out any names. I don't wanna say shit.
Welsh Britain would be so.
But sometimes we play Aegon on I think it's another guy's server because we don't want people complaining about Aegon.
Oh, Joffrey.
Uh-huh.
I want you to look at.
I said I wouldn't name names.
I want you to look at Sardinia. Can you look at Sardinia for me?
It doesn't
That's
piss
the
me off that
Dutchy?
you play the mod. It
That's the
pissed me
Dutchy.
off that you were trying to ditch me to
the
play the
guy
mod.
is Sardinian. How much of Sardinia does he hold?
He controls
Yes!
all of
Him himself.
no, but he doesn't control
You-
all of them.
me.
He has a
I
couple
didn't get
vassals.
pissed because of the mod. I got pissed because you had literally just told me
So-
that day to buy Dawn of War,
So
told me to
the,
install it, and then we're gonna go play Gagot instead. After I just bought the game.
Okay, that went
The
on.
island of Sardinia is fucking giga busted. And it's not just because of the mine either. That island can make fucking bank.
The only problem with this is that it's an island and it doesn't have great depth spread, but.
Well,
it
no,
is a pretty good one.
so the bad things about Sardinia is the Sardinian culture itself. Everything
That's
else.
the only thing wrong with Sardinia is it's full of Sardinians.
Yes,
No, it is.
exactly.
The culture is ass.
That culture is bad.
That's pretty bad.
But every coastal tile of Sardinia can have the Murex shell die, which
God,
if you the whole island, all the coasts can be filled with the fucking Murex fisheries. That gives a 0.1 influence per month, and that goes up by 0.1 every upgrade.
Until 3.
That's stupid.
And that
That's
all of those,
strong.
every coastal holding can have those.
I mean, to
Royal
be fair,
Palace of Purple, a magnificent palace.
to be
Tyrion
fair,
purple
this
themed
counts for all of Italy as well. If you just play in Napoli and Sicily, most of those are coastal anyways.
Yeah, but it's Sardinia
Sardinia
gets
start date. What the hell?
Sardinia gets the most. The only other people at the start of the game that get that much amount of Murex fisheries is the Emperor himself.
Oh, you mean at game start as part of the Byzantine Empire?
Mind
Okay,
you,
yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, the whole empire is feudal.
Oh, that's great.
Except this guy.
And the capital
Oh,
again?
no.
Because he has a family. It's just a bug
Okay.
with the converter. With the mod.
No, that's not. Yeah, we have to hope that gets fixed. Otherwise, that
I mean, you have to hope it gets updated for All Under Heaven as well.
Oh shit! It will need to get updated for that. We might not be able to do this start date.
We could do custom. You could put in the effort and update it.
So
No, fuck that. I'd have to do history for all the fucking for the whole start date.
I'm saying you people.
The thing
as a server.
The thing is that this mod, the main point of this mod is just for the timestamp. Because the rest of it, like all the code really exists. So like when All Under Heaven comes out, it's
all
gonna
the
have
history
all
code
the
already
history.
works.
Like all the history files are gonna exist for the East. So even if the mod doesn't like expand to that area, like most of it'll still just
What's this mod about? Is this
What is
just
it?
a different
It's
time
936.
It's just start dates, yeah.
936.
Yeah. Iron Century is the start date that we're planning on playing. The next one, CK3 starting in 936.
Should really be an official one.
It's just kind of better.
I would agree.
Catholics
I mean,
aren't
I would,
shit this time.
I would even argue that 1066 would be an option. But
No. So I like this because one, Catholics aren't shit, but also the pagans aren't gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pagans exist, but Catholics also ain't the broke.
I'm going to be perfectly honest. I'm going to be perfectly honest. After all of the shit with the Norse that I've dealt with, they are a busted ass culture who I do not miss.
Okay. What are their innovations at this start date? They're still like
11.
Okay, compared to like French.
So 8. They have 8
compared to French.
Ones. The French have 13. Like actual.
Okay, yeah, that's so much better. That's so much better, and they're literally also about to like get the next era.
What about Dutch? If I was to do Dutch Norse hybrid culture, which I like doing, yeah, so you just get them all for free.
Yeah, and when does next age start?
Now.
1900s?
Right now. So yeah, it's fine. This actually balances it. The Vikings still have some time to do their shit, but
the thing with the Vikings is they just hybridize with the Catholics. You just make a Dutch Norse hybrid culture, and you get all of the things that the Dutch have for free.
No, it's.
I mean, you can.
It's
You
not.
still have
No,
the
it's the thing that I have against them is just the amount of free shit that they get. It has nothing to do like
embarkation costs.
I have what you might call racism from this game.
Joffrey's still alive. I think.
Yeah, I am still alive, and I'm being poked every once in a while by my girlfriend, telling me that I need to get ready for work soon. I don't need to be there for an hour.
It takes us 30 minutes.
She's being responsible for me.
You gotta go to the building, get all your stuff from there, and then we gotta go to the location. Also, it's gonna be 4 o'clock, so.
Max, are you gonna wake up late today?
Pretty busy in the road.
What do you think? I play sub in a bit.
Oh no, are you doing sub? Oh, okay, I guess I'm not playing with you tomorrow then.
We'll see. Maybe I sleep only 4 hours.
I'm not playing with you if you sleep 4 hours.
Fine. I'm gonna be fine.
You're gonna end up in bankruptcy and then you're gonna cry for like 3 hours.
But that's